What is up? What is up? What is up, people? Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Let's see if we can hear anything. I feel like we can be seen. I feel like we can be heard.
Went away.
I think they can definitely see us because Nurse Nancy just said nice hair.
Oh.
And I'm sure she's talking to me. We can hear you. We can see you. Hello, hello. Sue O'Connor's first time here. I'm going to try to, I'm listening to make sure we don't have any OBS freeze up moments, guys. We have a little bit of a different setup going on this week. We're trying something new.
Yeah. We have a new webcam we're trying instead of
a wise man just earlier today said, watch out for game day changes. And I'm very in tune with that. So we're trying to watch out. Okay, Kai, I took my earpiece out. Kai Baker's like, take your earpiece out now. My apologies, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Ronnie. Okay, are we looking good? Leanne, you're saying that it looks clear, you're digging it? Okay. Guys, remember, if it looks a little fuzzy or anything, remember that you can go on your YouTube screen and hit the little, if you highlight over the screen with your mouse, if you're on a computer, you can change the quality of your viewing. You can go to like 720p or 1080 or whatever you want to do. So that is an option for you. So just want to remind you of that. If you see me glancing over here, I'm just checking to make sure that we're not frozen. I think we're good for the moment. So welcome everyone to another edition of Sharon at Sea Live. How are you doing, my lady?
I'm great.
You look amazing tonight. Can I tell you that?
I had a good weekend and I'm rested. Went to a pool party on Saturday.
You did? Where was I? Was I not at the pool party?
No, somebody had to work. And it wasn't me this time.
I did. I had to work. Do you want to talk about the pool party or you just want to jump right in? You see what I did there? I said jump right in and I was talking about a pool party. It's a little witty stuff to start the show.
Oh well, it was my youngest grandson's 3rd birthday. So it was a birthday party.
So you're telling everybody right now, everyone out there that's watching and anyone that watched the replay, that I am a horrible grandpa.
Well,
is what just happened.
We didn't know the time of the party at the beforehand too.
Yes.
Anyways, it didn't work with Jamie's schedule, and so.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for defending me. I appreciate that.
So.
It looks like we're still moving, so no freeze ups yet. So we'll see what happens. Kai, I'm sorry. Once again, the question comes out. Where's Matthew? Listen.
He will be here soon. Well, he's going to be working on his pizza review this weekend, so that will be out. If not Sunday, early next week.
I'm not going to lie. Let me just be frank with you guys. Matthew likes to be involved in the channel when we're cruising, when we're out doing stuff. If there's a giveaway announcement to be made, announcing winners and stuff like that.
Yeah, like his.
But on the regular, he's not a fan of going live. It's just not his cup of tea.
He doesn't like to just sit in front of the camera and talk for too long. I think he gets a little antsy sometimes. So. But we'll try to bring him in here before long. But like I said, he's going to do his pizza.
You're so right. He's being a teen. Thank you.
But he's going to do his pizza review, and he'll be helping us out with some more vlogs next weekend.
Yeah. He's got he does have a contract, and he has a certain amount of appearances he has to make on a regular basis. Listen, we have a goal tonight. We want to get right into the nitty gritty with you guys. We're going to try not to get too far back and get 20 minutes behind. I know how easy that is to do. Lots of great comments coming in already. So right now we're at 6:07. Let me jump back a little bit, say hi to some folks, because I love to say hi to everyone who's here. We appreciate you guys stopping in. We have 167 people here. You're amazing. Wow. Thank you so much for stopping in. If you're new to the channel, we want to also welcome you. We've had to be honest, we've had some awesome growth lately. A lot of new subscribers. So if you're new, please come on out, say hi. It's like a dance, like an 8th grade dance. Don't sit, don't be a wallflower. Don't sit along the wall quietly, waiting for someone to bring you to the dance floor. Just come on out and dance.
Just say hi.
Just get in the action. So
just say hi, and then you can sit back, listen.
With that being said, let's start off with a big welcome. Let's welcome the newest addition to the Sharon at Sea family. You know her, you love her, you've seen her in the chats for quite a while. She is a true fan, an amazing mother, a tremendous wife, and a beautiful person. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do.
Who is it? Leanne Francesconi, and I love saying her last name. So Leanne, welcome. It's great to see you. If you missed last week, you see that Leanne has a wrench. She is now known affectionately as the Nail, to go with the Hammer, who has already been here kicking butt and taking names for a while. Nurse Nancy's here as well. We love them both, and give them a big warm welcome.
So nobody's going to get away with anything.
No shenanigans. Yeah, you bring it in here, you are going to get hammered, you are going to get nailed, okay? So no messing around. Let's start off with, let's go, my live chat starts at about just after 6, starting with Liz Breen, the mother hen from the Klaykowskis. What's going on? Mike Miller's here, Ruby Johnson, Janet Meyer, Del Brett's in the house. What? Oh, I did. I'm off to a good start.
You're going way too fast.
Let me settle down. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Let me start that over again. Liz Breen is here, Mike Miller's here, Ruby Johnson, Janet Moyer's in the house. What's going on, guys? Del Brett, Nana Loves Cruising is here, Cruising Through Life with Cindy Huber. What's up? Michael Walensky, York, Ragsdale. We'll talk about you later. Deborah Yee is here. What's going on? Deborah Yee from Gilbert, Arizona, right down the road. Dave and Brandy's Excursion. They just recently hit 1K on their channel, so make sure you're checking them out. Kai Baker is here, already yelling at me to take my earpiece. Rafael Zingano of the Zingano twosome. Rafael and Alana. What's going on, guys? Lovely to have you. Ronnie Gilbert, Timothy Walters in the house. Ashley Elliott's here, coming in clear from Dallas. Thank you. Julie Dieselman. Did I say that right, Julie? Let me know. If I did, just give me 2 thumbs up on the screen. Brenna338's here. Bob Decker's in the house. Najuma Brown, what is going on? Scott Weber's here. What's up, Scott? Wes Morrison from New Braunfels, Texas. This is my first time. Wes, we're so happy to have you, dude. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Marilyn Moore, Tiffany, and Stephen LaFollette. Your hair looks great, Sharon.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice. Thank you. If you guys have any comments on my hair, I'd love to hear it as well. You know, I'd like to be made to feel good about myself, too.
I think you're needing a haircut.
Sometimes. Is it getting crazy? It's getting long, isn't it? Is my mullet growing back? I'm working on it. Timothy Walters is here. What's going on, Timothy? Lovely to have you. We did mention Nurse Nancy in the house. Hello, Nurse Nancy. Mark Kane is here. Mr. and Mrs. Blogs. What's going on? Hello, first time on a live chat with you guys. Checking in from L.A.
All right.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome.
You're going to like it here. And if you're L.A. Charger fans, you're going to love it here.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I think we're going to be going to a Chargers game in November?
I hope so. Chargers, Packers.
Yeah.
Because we have a family member who's a Packer fan.
Yeah.
And don't tell him. He's probably not watching the show, but they're going
down.
Cindy E is here. Pamela Thomas. Sue O'Connor is here. What's going on? Cat Rose is in the house. Raymond Leach. What's up, Raymond? He was just watching us eat at El Loco Fresh. Looked so good, dude. It was so good. We'll talk more about that. Linda Muller is here. I would love to go back there. Diane Sanders. What's going on, Diane? And she loves your hair, too. Everyone loves your hair.
Thank you.
Alana Zingano. We did mention her, but she's worth mentioning twice. What is going on? The lovely and talented Alana Zingano. Shannon Angelo. How's my favorite travel agent? She says.
We're doing great, Shannon.
All right. Beth Ullinger's here, a neighbor from down the road. What is up, Beth? Frank George is here. What's going on, Frank? Glad to have you. Let's see who else we got. Lisa Wise in the house. Heather Rome loves the shirt. Heather, am I saying your name right? Let me know real quick. I need to know. Liz Breen and Sheila Bossiger did comment that Matthew is being a teenager, and that's how teenagers are. Krista Corsentino is in the house. What's up, Krista? I love saying new names. It really makes me feel good. Bianca Gooden is here. Rhonda B. What's going on, Rhonda? How you doing? You and Tom Beetle Bailey. How are you guys hanging in there tonight? Lovely to have you here. Dominique Clayton. More people are saying how nice your hair looks, and nobody's talking about my hair. I need to catch up a little bit here.
Keep it curled more.
Let's see. What else? What else?
Frizzy lately.
I had to jump ahead just so I could back up again. There you go. I found where we were. Kai says, how old is Matthew? He is 14 going on 40. Bianca, we see that you're going to have some Horizon questions. We're going to get to some stuff in a little bit, so hang in there with those questions. Kelly Curie is here from Texas. What's going on, Kelly? Lovely to have you. Josh Odom's in the house. I don't think I missed anyone there. Dylan Garcia, looks like a message was retracted. I don't know if that was your doings or if the hammer and the nail got to it. So we'll see. Eddie Moonshine, what's going on, Mr. Moonshine? Lori Dashiell is here, loving the new videos. We're at Disneyland, but wanted to say hello.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. Hello. Say hi to Mickey and Minnie for us.
Yeah, I wish I was at Disneyland,
too. I'm kind of like, me and Mickey are kind of like that, so he'll know me. Just say, Jamie said, yo. Estella M is here, first time. What's going on, Estella? Lovely to have you. Lisa Edelstein's here. Michael Evans is here. Barbara Hampton. Have you ever sailed the Breeze? Barbara, have we sailed the Breeze? Hello.
Yeah.
It's our favorite ship, Barbara.
It is.
It is. Until anything is announced different, it is officially still our favorite ship. We love the Breeze. Check out our Breeze vlogs. We're big fans of it.
Yeah. If you have any questions, it's been a couple of years since we were on the Breeze last, I think.
A year and a half.
Yeah, we've been on the Breeze twice. So if we can remember the answer.
That is right. Maria. You thought Klaykowski was the only one who could sing on the live show. Crazy Cat Traveler's here. Pam is here. If you want to talk about Klaykowski, I have it on good authority. He's at a softball game and won't be here till later. So if anybody wants to talk about him, just throw it out there now. He'll never even know. Pam is here. Diana Raba is here. What's going on? The Nana T's in the house. Andrew Butch. What does the soda cup package? What does the soda package cup that you get look like? Just looks like a big plastic cup with a lid on it. You don't have it handy, do you?
I don't.
We'll bring it next week, but it's really nothing fancy. It's a little decorative cup. It's a good sturdy plastic, and it's about yay big, so you can definitely fill it up pretty good.
Yeah.
Mark came from Barbados, dude. What's going on? Don't say that. Sharon loves Barbados.
That's my favorite port.
Karen McHugh is here. Sarita7612. There's a lot of names to be said here. Julie Breton is in the house. Rhonda Guzman, Mike Cray, Brenda Scott, Raymond Leach is here. I think we might have said a few of those. Marcia Areola, hello, I'm brand new. Lalita Loco recommended you guys. That is amazing to hear.
Nice.
If you didn't know, and I mean, listen, we kid around a lot with them. They are really good friends of ours. We have created an awesome relationship with Tony and Jenny. They're two of the greatest people that we've kind of virtually met. And
virtually met.
Yeah, so we thank them for sending you over,
yeah.
And we hope you're not disappointed, and you can go back and give them a good report.
Yeah, we're excited for our group cruise with them next year too.
Oh my God, that's going to be amazing. Going Places is here. Cruise with Us is here. Boy, oh boy, there's so many names. I really just need to jump to the bottom and see. Tanisha Leonard's here. Kim Maldonado, Sherry Lowry, Mike Eno. What's going on, Mike Eno? Lovely to have you, buddy. How are you? Mike, I want to say something as well. I really appreciate the kind words that you said about my computer building video. It is officially the least viewed video on our channel. I spent hours building a video and recording a video documenting me for the first time ever building a computer. I might say building a video. Anyway, so I just want to say thanks, Mike, for your kind words on that video. I really appreciate it.
Well, that's not something that,
I'm not sure why.
Planning to maybe build one a lot. It's not something that people.
Why do these cruise fans don't want to watch me spend an hour building a computer? I don't know why they wouldn't want to watch that.
But it's funny because a lot of times some of the cruise vlogs that you edit and take the longest, or even just other videos you do that end up taking the longest, sometimes they are the least viewed, and sometimes people put something out there that doesn't take that long, and it just goes like that, and it gets a lot of views. So you really never know.
I hear you. Yeah, I just think I'm not in the right. It's not in the right demographic. If I can swing that over to the computer nerd section of the internet, I think they will eat it up.
Most people that are going on a cruise aren't thinking about building the computer.
You never know. They might want to take up their internet a notch. Jeffrey Poole is here. Diane Dietrich, you're right. Hammered and nailed can be good things. Depends on how you look at it. Diane, let's try to keep it PG for crying out loud, will you? Don't derail us already like that.
Oh my gosh.
Don't alert the hammer and the nail to you. I'm just kidding. Robbie O'Malley is here. What's going on, Mr. O'Malley? How are you, buddy? Make sure you guys go check out Robbie O'Malley. He's got some awesome videos going on. A fun creator there. Let's see. Barbara Hampton had a question. Is there a lot to do in St. Martin, St. Kitts, and San Juan for a person in a wheelchair?
Oh, let's see. Let me think for a minute. Actually, when we, let's see, what did we do? In St. Kitts, what was the one place we went? There was several people in wheelchairs there, and it was very wheelchair friendly.
Well, first of all, there are port areas you can hang out with, socialize, shop, eat, drink, in all those areas. San Juan, there's tons of places that you can get to in the city, but it is a little up and a little down.
Yeah, San Juan might be a little difficult just to go around because they have all the cobblestone walkways.
If you're motorized, you ought to be good to go.
But St. Kitts, what was the name of that place with all the gardens and the...
You lost me a garden. I'm sorry.
I'll think about it in a minute. Anyways,
okay.
It was a really nice place to go.
Yes. Barbara, if you for more detail, do me a favor. Make sure you're on. If we haven't announced already, guys, make sure you're part of the Sharon at Sea Facebook group. It's called Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew. Again, Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew. Join that. You can hit us up with questions there as well. So if there's anything off the spot that we just don't remember exactly about a certain port, usually what happens is as soon as I turn off the live show, 6 things go into Sharon's head, and she's like, I can't believe I didn't know that. Boom,
actually, we went there in our Horizon vlogs. So the cruise we went in this last January, the one before the Symphony, we went there in St. Kitts. So if you go back and watch our day in St. Kitts, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Excellent cross-marketing move, Sharon. Tremendous.
So, St. Martin, there's some things to do around the port, and there's just some tours and things you can do there as well.
Yeah, once you get outside the port, though, there's a main street there, and it's a little chaotic, lots of traffic, lots of vendors and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
so
if
that might be a little
some
crazy.
kind of a sightseeing tour or something like that, you should be good with that.
There you go. Excellent. Michael Walensky said, what's in the bottle, Jamie? I'm going water tonight, guys. I'm strictly going water. Last week, I unveiled my brand new Degenerate Cruiser koozie, and I've been working on, learning how to use the koozie. When's the appropriate time for it? How does the zipper work? Apparently, it goes up and down to put a beer in and out. I'm not familiar with the koozie, so I had to learn a little bit about it.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm just getting better. So I want to make sure I thank Jason and Krista for that amazing koozie. It's probably right back here somewhere, as a matter of fact. I'm not sure if you can see it.
Oh, yeah, it's back there.
Is it back there? You'll see it. Sharon, slide that way. Just slide your head that way. There it is. You saw it. Okay, there's a glimpse.
Now you see it. Now you know.
Julie said yes on the pronunciation. Thank you very much. Lori Bittner, what's going on? I don't think I missed anybody. All right, guys. Chef Miggs is here. What's going on, Chef Miggs? I did see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate that. First time here for Estella M. I'm going to jump all the way to the bottom of the chat, guys. So if I missed you or missed your question, hit me up. Throw it out there again. I don't want to get too far behind. Let's start with.
Have you been to French
excellent.
Key?
First question we saw. Have you been to Little French Key? That's from Michael Evans.
Yes, we have, and we love it. It's like a mini paradise. I would highly recommend you go there. We can't wait to go there again. Maybe next time when we're at Roatan, we'll go there again.
There you go. I just want to slide back a little bit and make sure that and see what happened there. What is that? I don't know what to make of that. It looks like there's a super chat there, and if there is, thank you, but it doesn't say who sent it, and it looks like it might be retracted, so I'm not quite sure. So if you did post that, let me know, and if you didn't, it's cool too. I just don't want to miss somebody who might have thrown something out there. Let's see.
Someone that was asking about the Horizon. I don't remember what the question was.
They did, but Raphael, I do have a bromance with Tony, if you haven't figured it out yet, and that's all you need to know. Let's just say there's a good chance that when we have our group cruise, Tony and I may be splitting a room and sharing it together. We'll just leave it at that. MLB destination, Tony and Jenny said are amazing people and kind for sure.
Yeah.
I am going on the group cruise too on the Breeze. Outstanding. We will see you there. That's going to be great. Yes, Cruisy Awards should be on the shelf.
It was on the shelf.
Diane, you opened up a can of worms.
We actually brought it down just to show you guys.
That is right. That is fantastic. All right, so now that you brought it up, Diane, you opened up the can of worms. So let's dive right into it here.
Its new home, right there.
Hold on. Greg and Felicia Wells said, keep your chin up. The PC video build was great. You got me wanting to build one for my recording studio. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Sheila said, I want to see the bloopers on the computer video. No, you do not. It is ugly, violent, and just bad language all around.
The bloopers anymore.
It really is.
I've gotten rid of them.
So we're not going to show any bloopers.
We actually started saving a file with bloopers just from different videos we've filmed and
there's not a lot there.
Vlogs. And we do have a few little bloopers. We're kind of saving them up, and we thought maybe this year at the end of the year or something we might put together a little blooper video, but we'll see how it goes.
Yes. Explore Travel TV just popped on. What's up, Explore Travel? We appreciate that. Mike Eno showed parts of the computer build to his science class. Thank you, dude. That's fantastic.
That was great.
Jeffrey Endicott is our Philip Rivers fan. You and I just became best friends. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate it. Cruise in Sweet Style said, I'm late. I just had to say, while Cruise closed shopping the other day, my hubby came out in anchor shorts because of your shopping vlog. They look great, and they got them. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love anchor shorts.
I wish Jamie would. Actually, you have a pair of anchor shorts, but they're just not that salmon.
I have anchor shorts.
Tan. He has a tan and a navy blue pair.
Hold on, let's address this really quick. First off, thank you so much, Toby from Michigan. Thank you for the super chat. We have not cruised on a Royal Caribbean Quantum class ship, but we do have another Royal Caribbean cruise in the works. Because we had such a great time on Symphony of the Seas, and that could be an option for us. And I want to do something special for you.
It looks like an amazing ship, though.
We want to say a special thank you from Sharon at Sea for the super chat, Toby. So what I'd like to do is really quickly, I just want to do something, and welcome to the Sharon Cam.
Hey, thank you, Toby. Thank you for the super chat. It's just a little new thing Jamie's trying out, so thank you. I'll give you a little cheers.
Okay, and we're back. I'm not sure how that worked, but hopefully it worked out okay. You might have heard double talk. I'm not sure if I had to click a button or something like that, but thank you, Toby. We really appreciate that. That was super cool. You are awesome.
Trying out a new
I am trying out some new stuff. So
Jennifer
Stiff.
I'm the guinea pig.
You're the guinea pig. Jennifer Stiff said, loving the vlogs. Thanks for sharing. Thank you for the super chat, Jennifer. That is amazing. And for you as well, we have a special warm thank you from a lovely lady by the name of Sharon at Sea.
Thank you so much. You don't know how much we appreciate it. And we enjoy all of our subscribers. And we really appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Lovely, Sharon. You did a great job with that. I don't know if you guys are digging the Sharon cam or not, but if you are, let me know, because I thought it was the greatest idea I've ever had. So give me some Sharon cam feedback here. Hold on, we're not done with the Sharon cam. We are not done by any stretch. Lori Dashiell, what is going on? Heading to our last night at Disneyland. Love you guys, and see you next week for the Monday night. Lori, you dropped the super chat on your way out the door. That is amazing. At Disneyland, you probably needed that $10 for, I don't know, a couple of pieces of popcorn. I know the prices are insane over there at the Disney parks, but thank you so much for that. And Sharon, let's give her a little bit of the Sharon cam.
Thank you so much, Lori. Have a great time at Disneyland. I wish I was there with you.
That is amazing. I don't know. I mean, I'm falling in love with the Sharon cam, and I hope you guys are as well. So we'll see how that thing works out. Thank you guys for the super chat. You're tremendous.
Yes,
that is awesome. Degenerate Cruisers is in the house. What's going on? They're late. The computer had to do an update. Dude, I've done that too. Like, you reboot like an hour before the live stream just to make sure everything's kind of fresh and ready to go, and then all of a sudden it goes, Windows is updating, and then you're like, oh, dun, 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 dun. I mean, it takes forever. Let's see what else. Love it. Jennifer says, love the Sharon cam. Thank you, Jennifer. Griff and Alyssa are here. What's going on? Griff said, this is so dope. I'm glad you like it, dude. Morgan Lazarus said, wait, so it's Royal or Carnival? Morgan, Sharon, tell the people, is it Royal or is it Carnival? Which one is it? Go ahead. They all want to know. Tell them right now, for once and all, which one is it?
It's Royal and Carnival right now. I can't decide. So we decided we have to go on at least 2 more Royal cruises to make our final decision. Another Oasis class that sails for 7 days instead of 4. And we want to go on one that's not quite as big. We're thinking, actually right now we're thinking of maybe Freedom of the Seas because I like the itinerary. So.
There you go. So Morgan, that's your response. And yeah, listen, I mean, it's tough. 25 cruises with Carnival. Amazing love for Carnival.
So we're thinking
1 cruise on Symphony of the Seas. We can't judge yet. I mean, you know, we can't abandon. Listen, it's like you're dating a girl for years, and then you go out with a new great girl, by accident you have
by
one.
Accident.
Well, you're in love with a girl and you're out somewhere and you just have
goodness.
a really stimulating conversation with a very nice person, and you're like, I don't know, do I want to spend more time with this person, or do I want to go back? And it's one of those types of situations. So
Yes.
so right now
it's
too soon to tell.
Yeah, we have we've purchased the next cruise, so we do have one that we have to decide on soon. And then we're going to probably book another one. It'll probably be, the other one will be in 2021.
Yeah.
But we're going to, like I said, we're probably thinking about the Oasis once it has its updates, and then also the Freedom of the Seas.
But
that's in the plan right now.
Yes.
But that could change.
We are definitely going to be going on some more, and we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the difference and stuff like that. All right, one 4-day cruise has not turned us into royalists versus Carnival loyalists, but what it really has done, and I think I'm speaking for both of us, is it's opened our eyes to some really great adventures ahead, trying out and checking out some new cruise lines. And there were some things we liked more about Royal, and we'll talk more about that, like in our blogs, and we got a couple videos coming out about it.
We have a likes and dislikes video that'll be coming out probably, I want to say early next week.
Yes.
But and there were things we liked and a few things we disliked. But the two big things that we really liked about Royal Caribbean over Carnival was the food and the entertainment, which are two big things.
Sure.
But there's a lot of little things too that
there
go along with the big things.
Keep watching our vlogs. We've mentioned a few things as we go in the vlog. We try to make sure we bring you honest information. Even the one that we just had, the C-Day vlog, there were a couple things that happened that we were like, whoa, that was kind of weird. So look for those things, and we'll just tell you exactly how we're feeling. And just because something happens that we're not fans of doesn't mean we're not having an amazing time on the cruise. We'll just point out what's different, what we like, what we don't like, and yeah, we're used to certain things, and we might have to get used to some different things. So
and like even with Carnival, there are some cruise ships that we enjoyed more than others. Some ships we liked better than others, and some just I guess cruises we liked better.
Sure.
Either because of the people we cruised with or the itineraries, not so much the ship. So there's a lot of different things that play into that. So we'll let you know after we go on a couple more, and we have a couple other cruise lines in the works too. So I don't know. We'll see.
We will see. But so that's a good question, Morgan. We appreciate it, and we are not. I guess we can't really answer that question yet.
But we did have a great time, and the Symphony is awesome.
We did. Julie D, thank you so much for the super chat, Julie. You're amazing. You love the Sharon cam.
Thank you, Julie.
It is very clear. I think if you love the Sharon cam, then you should have one more look at the Sharon cam. So here you go for Julie D. Here's a shot of the Sharon cam.
Thank you, Julie. I'll have a little drink just for you. I have a margarita here today. Thank you, Julie. Outstanding, Julie. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. I think the Sharon cam is a big hit.
Actually, people are really loving it.
I just grabbed a glass. I'm drinking the margarita out of a Thirsty Frog.
Yes. Yes, you are. All right, so I'll tell you something right now. You want to know something about Royal? They need more souvenir stuff. Their shop that had their Royal Caribbean gear and garb and stuff was about as big as the room we're sitting in right now, like the size of a bedroom in a medium-sized house. It's tiny.
We were actually going to buy a couple things, but then there just wasn't a big selection in there.
Yes.
And then we ended up not going back. So.
There you go. I'm jumping ahead a little bit in the chat. If I missed your comment, please bring it back around again. I just don't want to get too far behind and end up talking about stuff that you guys are talking about 30 minutes earlier. So
although we did get the most important thing there, that was Matthew's ship.
Which one?
Matthew's ship.
Oh yes, on the Royal we did get a Matthew ship.
Yeah.
And it was more expensive, but it was a lot bigger.
Yeah, it was twice as much as the ships on Carnival, but it's twice as big too. So yeah, that might be why.
Ebony Gem said, enjoying the Royal Series. I'm also a Carnival loyalist. Will turn gold next cruise. That is fantastic. Yeah, listen, it took us a while to break away, and now that we're glad that we did. We've had an amazing time on Carnival. We're not done with Carnival by any means, but we're definitely going to check out some more cruise lines. That's what a good time that we had.
Yeah. Our goal right now is to go on at least one other cruise line every year, maybe 2 other cruises a year on another cruise line, but at least one. So we'll see.
There you go. Kim Maldonado is asking, Bianca Gooden said she was going on the Horizon October. Yeah, when are you going, Bianca? Are you going on the 13th of October? Because that's when some of the cool kids are going, just so you know.
Yeah, did you have questions about the Horizon, or you just...
yes, if you have questions about the Horizon, throw them in the chat now, and I'm going to catch up a little bit.
Now and we'll see if we can answer.
That is right. I'm just jumping through, bouncing around a little. James Cole is a new subscriber. Thank you, James, for being here. We really appreciate it. Super cool of you. Shelly Griffiths is here. What's going on? Says, loves the info. Thank you, Shelly. That's super cool of you. Johnny B from Bella Travel and Adventures. What's up, Johnny B? They were talking a lot about Johnny B yesterday, Johnny Burrows, if I'm not mistaken, over at the Claykowskis. Speaking of the Claykowskis, this would be a great time to say something, wouldn't it? I don't know if...
I don't know what you're going to say. So.
Let me see if...
Oh, Tiffany and Steven said they're going on the Allure April 25th and November 8th on the Oasis.
Very nice. That is fantastic. I'm going to hold off. All right, we do want to talk about the Cruisies, but I want to wait till John gets here, and he had a commitment. He's probably going to jump in a little later. When he does, then we'll talk Cruisies. In case you're wondering why we haven't talked about it, that's why. Let's see. Who else is here? Who else? Spoon is here. What's going on, Spoon? I just got here. Where is Matthew? He's chilling. We just mentioned earlier, he loves to do a lot of stuff with the channel, and he loves to go on the cruises, but he's not a big live guy. He gets a little bored. It's hard enough for Sharon to get a word in edgewise because I don't shut up. Having him here, it's just brutal for him. So you'll have to excuse him. You'll see him soon when he starts announcing some new stuff. Let's talk really quick about the giveaway.
Oh, okay.
You want to do that real quick?
We
got a lot of people here.
We did post a giveaway, our 10,000 subscriber giveaway video yesterday on how to enter, and Matthew was in that video, so he filmed that yesterday with us.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the giveaway. If you watch the video, it gives all the details in the video. We explain everything, and then also everything is in the description box below the video. Basically, there's some questions in the description box to answer, 15 to be exact. Whoever answers the most questions, if there's only one person that answers the most, they'll automatically win the prize. If there's any ties, then we will take everyone who tied and we will draw a random name from those people. And we will do that on our live show on July 15th.
Yes.
So, and you have to enter your questions in by July 7th is the deadline. So they're all questions about us in either our vlogs that we've posted or our live shows, things we've talked about in our live show. There's nothing in like the news segments we've put out or like port day videos, things to do in ports or hotels and all that. None of those are involved in the questions. So, and Matthew came up with a lot of those questions too. So
there you have it.
If they're too easy or too hard, blame Matthew.
Yeah, he's a tough one. He's got an amazing memory, and he came up with some fantastic questions. Timothy Walters, dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. We really, really appreciate it. I think Timothy is just trying to say he needs him a little bit of Sharon Cam.
Thank you, Timothy, and thanks for the congrats on the Lifetime Achievement Award. That was really a lot of fun, and we can't believe we got that award. So we had a good time. It was fun watching it. Thanks again, Timothy.
Yeah, I just photobombed the Sharon Cam is what it looks like just happened.
Did?
I totally did. I totally did. Uh-oh. Somebody just joined the chat that I just saw that might need to be mentioned here in a minute. So Timothy, thanks, man. You are awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
Timothy.
Nurse Nancy, I'm not dating Carnival, but like Raphael said, maybe we can just take both of those girls out. You know what I'm saying? Share the love. Share the love. Hey, really quick, let me just wrap up. You did miss it. You're busy on the Sharon Cam. I'm reading the chat and getting all the good stuff.
I miss all the good stuff.
Really quick, let me just point out something. I had a couple people today ask questions about where are the questions for the giveaway. So, and if you're not really familiar or you don't watch a lot of YouTube, you may not know this, but underneath the video, where the video is showing on YouTube, there's a section that has some words where the creator can write and make a few notes and stuff like that. And the information, all the info is located right in there. If this works, I'll be amazed. but let me see if you guys can hear me, and I'm just going to show you something really quick. So bear with me on this, and let's see if it works. So if you click on the video, you will see, you know, if you're watching the Sharon at Sea 10K subscriber giveaway contest video, you'll see where it says Sharon at Sea and when it's published, and it'll talk about finally the video is here, and there's a little section that says show more, and I circled that so you can see it. So if you click that section that says show more, you can then, it'll like expand, and then it'll show the rest of everything and how it is kind of written in there, and you can read down and you can see all of the questions down there and things like that. It goes on to tell you where to send your answers. It gives you the deadline info, and if you scroll down farther than that, it will give you the questions. So that is how you can see all the questions. You can probably copy and paste them from that screen if you wanted to. Pause the video and drop that down, or whatever the case is, whatever you want. But that is how it will work for you. Yes. So that is the deal.
And the prize was a Sharon at Sea tote bag, a lanyard, and a $200 Amazon gift card. And we went with that because we had all these ideas, and we were kind of going with, we thought about maybe putting 3 prizes out there and letting you choose which prize you wanted, whoever won. But we just, I don't know, it's kind of made it easy on ourselves, but also I think it's better for you guys. You can pick what you want to purchase, something you actually need or want, and Amazon has everything. I mean, you can get pretty much anything at Amazon.
You can get anything at Amazon.
So
literally anything.
We went
at
with
Amazon
this time.
David Momberger, thank you so much for the compliment. Said we do a great job with the vlogs. That is awesome of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark Kane said, how was CocoCay? CocoCay is amazing, and we had a fantastic time there. We were joking around a little bit with our buddy Tony and Alito Loca. Listen, we are not the most active family when we're out. We are just as happy poolside as we are pool slide.
Yeah.
You believe I just said that?
Yeah.
Hold on, did you hear what I just said?
I did.
Pool side and pool slide.
Well, I wouldn't say that. We like active things, but we're not big water slide people, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, we go out and we ATV, we zip line, do other active things. We just aren't big water slide people.
So Tony was saying that we didn't like it, and that's not true. So Tony, if you're out there, shame on you.
We did like it, but spending the whole day at the water park just going on water slides, I don't know that we would want to do that again.
Yes.
For the whole day. But the pool there, if you go over to that, I think it's called the Oasis pool.
The Oasis Lagoon is amazing.
There's a really nice beach there, and you can go hang out like in those areas, and we would be perfectly happy there. It was beautiful and really relaxing.
So CocoCay was amazing, and you will have a fantastic time. But we did mention that it will cost money if you want to do a lot of the things that go on over there.
You can go to the pool, the beach, and not really spend a lot of money, except for if you want to purchase maybe some drinks or buy something to eat at, I think it's Captain Jack's. It's a place where you can purchase, I guess, things for a fee. They also have included food there, so but for the most part, I mean, you can go there and not spend that much, but if you want to go to the water park and do all those activities, then you're going to spend
one thing that I was most impressed with was the food spread that they have that's included, because it was amazing. Tons of food, a lot of great food. And by the way, if you have a drink package on the ship, that drink package will transfer out to CocoCay and the island, and they will take good care of you with that for sure. Listen, I think it went away already, but I need to say something. Let's talk about it. The Claykowskis, thank you so much, John, for the super chat. That is amazing of you. And John, I have something special for you tonight. I know you just got in the chat. You may not have seen it yet, but I just need to introduce you to a little new thing that we're calling the Sharon Cam.
Oh. Hi, John. Thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it, and we had so much fun watching the Cruisy Awards, and thank you very much for our Cruisy Award. We love it. We have it right here on the shelf. We love it. Thank you.
Tender moments from Sharon at the Sharon Cam. Yeah, so if you guys know, and if you know, then you know. But if you don't know, over on the channel, the Klekowskis, last night they debuted something they've been working on. He and his buddy York Ragsdale, they've been working on something called the Cruisy Awards. It was an amazing award show and involved a ton of YouTube creators, folks that are all about loving and being involved in the cruising world. And we received a Lifetime Achievement Award, and so we really love it. And thank you so much. And I know it's up here. Can you grab it? I just want to give the folks a closer look because it deserves a closer look. Thank you so much for that. The Klekowski channel has a show called The Ship Show. SHIP, in case you thought you heard me wrong, The Ship Show. And they had the cruise show last night and featured a lot of great folks. Our own nurse Nancy won an award for Best Newcomer. A lot of other folks that you know and recognize and who are in the chat now probably won awards as well. And we were the Lifetime Achievement Award. It was an honor and we really appreciated it. So thanks for the super chat. And John and York.
So much fun.
John and York worked on that for a while. They were the MCs, the hosts with the most. And thank you guys for doing such a great job. We really appreciate it.
They put a lot of
thank you so much.
Work into that.
So like you said, I appreciate you giving it to us real, like your experience at the cafe and the Broadway balcony. Yeah. Thank you. Speaking of Broadway balcony.
I mean, we kind of just tell it how it is, and because we're not complaining about things, really. We don't want to come off as we're complaining, because really it didn't bother us that much. We're just kind of letting people know about little things that some people it may bother.
Sure.
Some it may not.
Well, if you're a new cruiser, I'm sorry, go ahead.
But we just kind of tell you how it is. We have fun no matter what we do. No matter what happens, a lot of times we just laugh about it and move on. And that's the best way to have a good time on a vacation. It is, don't let the little things bother you. Just have fun and go on about your day.
There you go. You're on a ship for 4 to 7 days. A couple things are going to happen that you're like, what just happened?
We feel very lucky to even be on that ship. So, if something small happens, it's not a big deal to us.
That is right. We've had Carnival cruises where things didn't go amazing the whole time, and we'll talk about it. We're not afraid to. Yeah. We try not to be total Carnival homers, although it probably seems like it is. But now with Royal, we had an amazing time across the board, and we will show you everything. And if you watch the videos, you'll see tons of great times, and a few moments where something we didn't like or that threw us a curveball, we'll talk about it. So we just try to keep it real.
And part of it was just even not so much bad, but it was just different. So we kind of brought up the fact that it was different because it kind of surprised us because we just weren't used to that. So it was kind of like we went on a first cruise again in some ways.
Yes.
So it was just a lot of fun.
And if you're out there and you're a new cruiser or first time cruiser, things will happen that you're like, what just happened? Just go with the flow, and that's what we do, and that's why we had a great time. Diane Sanders, to answer your question, do we like the inside balcony on Symphony or we prefer an ocean? Sharon will answer that.
We prefer an ocean view balcony. We were okay with that, and I'm glad we tried it. We originally booked that balcony with the mindset of we thought since we were kind of new to Royal, we may not get a good seat at the Hero show, and that was a show we really wanted to see. So we thought if we booked a good balcony there and we didn't get good seats, we could kind of zoom in and really see the show from our balcony, which we did have a pretty good view from our balcony. Although we ended up purchasing the key and we had great seats, so we didn't really I use it for that, I guess. So that's why we purchased it or booked it, but I probably wouldn't book it again because it was you don't have as much privacy for one thing. We really miss the ocean. One reason we like the balconies is because we love sitting on our balcony, feeling the ocean breeze, drinking our morning coffee out on the balcony. That's a big thing to us, and we really miss that. Like we never really sat on that balcony in the morning and drank our coffee. We popped out there for a few minutes to see what was going on, and that was about it.
It was pretty loud. I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of not white noise, but just if you saw the live show that we did, you could hear a lot of stuff going on.
But when at night, it didn't bother us when we were sleeping. I mean, the noise stopped at a certain time, and it was fine. But yeah, I would say spend a couple extra dollars and get the ocean view balcony.
If you can. Now, if you're already booked on the boardwalk, enjoy it, experience it. It's a great experience. But at the end of the day, we prefer a little more quiet and relaxation time.
Yeah, we like that openness, that you feel a little closed in. And we have never, we like like the openness.
I see what someone did there. Mikey, thank you for the comment there. Yeah, you almost did. You better zip it right now. You're giving away questions. Giving away. Mikey, yeah, sometimes it can be tough to remember cruise to cruise. Sharon does it much better than I do. The C bands, Stacy Tate, I'll speak for Sharon. They work well. She lives by them. Anytime there's rough water, she always brings them, throws them on, and since early on in her cruising career, she's not had any issues.
I've been seasick a couple times. Well, our Alaska cruise, the one day. Yes. And our very first
half
cruise,
of the ship was sick on the Alaska cruise.
Our very first cruise, I got a little queasy the first time, and that's when Jamie went and bought the sea bands for me. And so I've just always brought them on every cruise, but I've only used them a couple times.
Thank you, Captain Table MDR, for the comment about the lives. We do enjoy doing live shows and live look-ins from the ship and from the cruise ship and the ports and things like that. We get a kick out of it. I know the quality is kind of crappy, excuse my French sometimes. Yeah. But hopefully you're still getting something out of it. I even, on the video that we just put out for the Sea Day, I included a few moments of a live we did from the Rising Tides bar on the Symphony of the Seas, because it had a great interaction with Genevieve. She was the server. And that right there, the fact that I can say like Genevieve and remember her, goes to show that that was an instance of great interaction and fun and some great service that we had on that Rising Tides bar. It was a lot of fun, and doing that live was great. So thank you for saying that. Morgan Lazarus said, I'm diamond on RCL. Morgan, I got a question for you. Nice. Let me know. Morgan, so we, on Symphony of the Seas, we did the key program. And one thing that threw us a little bit was the way that everyone was set up in the terminal. There was no separation of diamond or diamond plus or key or general boarding times.
Are you going to ask is it like that
No.
at all cruise ports, or is it just, it might just be the Miami?
Not what I'm going to ask him at all.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, what I do want to ask him is, as a diamond cruiser, do you like for us, the guy came out and said, my diamond plus, diamond, and key members are welcome to board. We were the first ones, and everyone, boom, got up and ran for the door as in a group, as opposed to bringing the diamond plus first, then the diamond, then the key. And on Carnival, we experienced that, where they do diamond first, then the platinum, then faster to the fun. So it's they organize it pretty well, so the groups are separated. So Morgan, my question for you is, you've worked so hard to become a diamond cruiser. Does it rub you wrong when a key person can bump and give an elbow to you and run ahead of you? Or maybe it's not like that everywhere on the ships, but that is a question I got for you, buddy. If you can let me know, I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're just wondering, because I know everyone has different thoughts.
Raphael said, I think Voyager class might be a better comparison to the Vista class. You're probably right. We're probably, I can't say for sure if we're going to go with Oasis class again, but we will see.
The Voyager class, though, I thought they only held like around 3,000 or passengers or less. The Vista is quite a bit bigger than that.
Yes. Let's see, what else do we have? Laurel Gurley. I don't know what the pricing was. We didn't dig too deep. You would pay with your ship card, though, to buy that stuff. Pricing for the sunscreen and the stuff like that and the vending machines. So I didn't check the pricing. You can assume it's probably going to be at least, twice as much. Oh, look at you.
Yeah, we're on
we speak
here.
The same words. That's so adorable. Hello, Charles Holland. What's going on, buddy? Glad to have you here. Bob Decker's going on Eurodam to Alaska on Saturday. That'll be amazing, dude. You'll have a blast. Very cool, very cool. Let's jump ahead a little bit. Liz Breen is Klikowski in overtime. Must be an intense game. Well, he did come in a little late, but we love him for it. And I'm going to catch up a little bit here on this chat because I know we're getting behind. Thank you, Cindy Huber, for congratulating us on the Lifetime Achievement Award. I told Sharon I think the reason that we got the Lifetime Achievement Award is because we're old. We're like the oldest creators, and I think they're like, well, let's give the old farts something that they can go with. Nancy, it was Doodles. So if you guys see York Ragsdale, make sure that you call him Doodles. He loves that name. He prefers to be called Doodles. I believe he signs his check. If he writes a check, he writes Doodles Ragsdale on the bottom. Wow. And I bet his wife, if he's with his wife or his family, definitely call him Doodles. I'm pretty sure Lisa, his wife, calls him that as well. Pam S is going on the NCL breakaway in 34 days. That's fantastic. That's a cruise line that we definitely want to check out in the near future. Yeah.
We will be checking that out in the near future.
Let's see. Yes, we will. Let's let's see. Oh, Nancy says, so no asking those questions in the live chat to cheat. No, unless Sharon accidentally almost gives an answer away. D&G Explorers are here. What is going on, gentlemen? Derek and Gregory, glad to have you guys here. Leanne said, great audio now on the SAS cam. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that. Is the audio better now on our new little setup, or was it better before? So are you guys digging the video and the audio now better than the last live show? Anybody want to chime in with that? That would be super cool. I appreciate it. Yes, the chicken has arrived. Klaykowski is here again. John and York, tremendous job on the cruises. Thank you so much. Chris Barnett said the audio on Sharon can much louder than the cam. Are you saying it is much louder? I'm not quite sure. We can work on that.
Well, it's coming from a different microphone, so it might be louder.
It is. So we'll see. We love your feedback so we can make things a little bit better. Has anyone been able to get a seat on the horizon for teppanyaki? Because it's so booked that we can't even get a seat, and it's not until October. How did you enjoy the horizon? Bianca Gooden, you want to answer that right quick?
We booked the teppanyaki prior to our cruise when we went in January, and I can't remember how far out we booked it, but it was probably 3 months or so, and we didn't have a problem. Now if you're not trying to when you get on the ship, go there like the first night and see if you can get in. Sometimes they can work you in. Maybe there's a cancellation. Also, just keep checking online prior to your cruise. There might be someone that canceled, and if once final payment is made, your final payment date, it's probably coming up next month sometime, I would assume. Maybe a couple days after final payment, start checking every day for it for about a couple weeks. Because if anyone was booked on it and they ended up not making their final payment, or they canceled at that time, then that will show up available again.
There you go. Hubner Hijinks on the High Seas is here. What is going on, guys? Lovely to have you in the house. Busy night at work, so I'm listening, but not very active in the chat today. That's okay, dude. You don't have to be too active. We're just glad you're here. Thank you for popping in. Guys, thank you. There's 202 people in the chat right now. You guys are amazing. Do me a favor. I am not too proud to make this request of everyone in the chat. If you have a moment, and if you're anywhere near enjoying what you're hearing or seeing, I mean, I'm sure the Sharon cam, you're enjoying what you're seeing because Sharon is so lovely.
I know about that.
But do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Just put your mouse down, scroll down, hit the thumbs up button for us if you would. We appreciate it. YouTube Analytics appreciates it, and it lets people know that folks are watching and they're enjoying themselves. And if you're on your phone, I don't have the neat little thing that Klaykowski put together, but if you just X out and close the chat real quick, then you'll see the thumbs up button and you can hit it and then open the chat back up like that and be right where you left off. We do appreciate it, and I thank you very much for that. So that is super cool.
Diane Saunders says, I'm not good at tests.
Give it a try, Diane.
Yeah, it's not a hard test. It's not a hard test.
You can do it.
And you know what? It's kind of like an open textbook test because it's an open book. You can go back and watch the videos and find the answers.
Raphael, the Ford Ranger giveaway, it just didn't play. We thought Ford was going to donate a Ford Ranger, and they really let us down. They backed out at the last minute. I think they said they're going with La Lido Loca. So so make sure you go check out their channel. I'm 100% sure they're about to give out.
Donate us a Ford.
Hot Wheels would. That would be fantastic. We could put a Hot Wheels Ford Ranger in that Sharonatsea tote, and that would be fantastic. Let's see, what else do we have? Do you think you'll ever do around the world cruise? Jeffrey Endicott, oh my God,
yes,
I wish.
When we retire, we will definitely be doing one of that's probably like a month-long world cruise. Yes, that's probably the ultimate thing on our bucket list. That and going to Iceland.
Diane said, and Alana might have already answered this in the chat, I don't know, but the CocoCay beaches are at no charge. You can go to the beach, you just walk in. You can go to the Oasis Lagoon and walk in. You're really just paying extra for a lot of the activities at the water park, the slides, the zip line. If you want to go up in the hot air or it's the helium balloon, I should call it, and some stuff like that. So those are the things that you'll pay extra for. Souvenirs, they have there as well. We laughed about the souvenirs.
Well, the souvenirs were kind of just things you would buy anywhere in the Bahamas, and some of them said CocoCay on them, some of them just said Bahamas, and they were probably 3 times as much as the same one you would maybe see in like Nassau or Freeport. or something.
There was a little bump up on the price tag there for stuff you could get other places a lot cheaper. And I guess we get that, but that's the fact.
Yeah, we bought a shot glass there just because we collect shot glasses, so we...
And I do shots.
Bought one that said...
So you need to have one.
CocoCay. So, and I think we paid like, is it $10 or something like that for it.
Sure.
Yeah, it was kind of pricey.
Griffin Alyssa said the pool reminds me of those giant Margaritaville pool.
Yeah.
It definitely was like that. I'm not going to lie.
The pool was my favorite part there.
I am not going to lie.
I can hang out in that pool all day long.
Timothy, we did not get to Jamie's. I'll tell you what, on the first day we had the option to eat at Jamie's or Chops for the key lunch, and we ended up going to Chops. Even one of the associates on the ship recommended it. Sharon was worried, and I can't blame her, that if we went with pasta, that would just destroy us. Loaded down with pasta and all the carbs right out of the gate would just kick our butts.
Yeah. And we thought about eating there one of the other nights, but since it was only a 4-night cruise, we just didn't have a lot of time to try a lot of the specialty restaurants, and we did go to Hooked, and then we ate in the main dining room a couple times.
Hooked.
And one night we didn't even go to dinner, I think.
We barely went to dinner, and that's another story that you'll hear about on the Nassau video. As a matter of fact, we'll talk about that.
Very late at Johnny Rockets, and we were destroyed after that for the evening. We just had a snack later.
Jeffrey, there is not a drink limit on Royal, and we joked around about that with Genevieve in our Rising Tides video. In that we were talking about the drink package with her, and she said, on Carnival they have a 15-drink limit, and she said, "We'll see on Royal." Because we were talking about why we're there, and we've been on Carnival before. She said, "We'll see. Well, on Royal there is no limit." And I said, "Genevieve, if I get to 15 drinks, I don't know that you're going to want me to be around too much anyway." So it's probably good that they have that drink limit. D&G Explorers, yes, someone said drink package, dilly. D&G, I don't know if you saw the video we just put out yesterday, but I hope you liked my dilly shirt I was wearing. When I got it, I thought of you guys, obviously, because you are such fans of the dilly and the dilly. So what else do we have? Rob from Life with Favor, what's going on? Don't be afraid to smash the thumbs up button. Thank you. We appreciate that very much. Bianca said it's my 10-year wedding anniversary. I'm trying hard to get in there, but if not, we'll have to try a different time. I think she's talking about the bonsai. It is amazing. If you can get in there, get in. We had a blast. We made a video about it. One of our videos was about our night there, so make sure you check that out. It was tremendous.
The food was really good, and I didn't think we were going to get so much food. Like, I pictured all these little portions. I was so stuffed when we left there. Like, I could barely even eat the dessert, and then the dessert was all these little different things, and oh my god, it was great.
It was amazing. Great question by right here, Stacy Tate. You want to take that question? You see where I'm at?
Yeah, it did feel like that.
Whoa, hold on, Sharon. I know you're new to this live show game, but read the question.
Oh, sorry.
And
I forgot. I know. Well, you're always reading.
What are you, a rookie?
I know.
What a rookie move.
Okay, with the size of the ship, did you feel like you were in a gigantic shopping mall, basically? Yeah, if you're on the promenade, that's what it felt like. We didn't feel like we were on the ocean at all when we were on the promenade. You couldn't see the ocean. You couldn't feel the ocean. The ship did not move. It was going very slow, but we did not feel any movement at all.
Yes.
So yeah, it did feel like that, unless you were out on one of the decks outside.
There you go. Outstanding. Leanne said 203 watching. Amazing. That is awesome. We're down to 192 now. We know people jump on, people jump off. But thank you so much, guys, for being here. We really appreciate it. Big Pap said, I noticed the balcony seemed a little loud. Did you have much noise with the balcony door closed while sleeping? No. No. Once about maybe 10:30ish, 11 rolled around, it got pretty quiet down there. And then when we shut our door, it kind of... There was a good sound barrier. You really couldn't hear anything. There was. I mean, you could hear when the Aqua Theater is going on in full effect and Hero is happening. You could hear a little of that. And they do have a late show. I think we went to a 10:15 show of that, which is coming up in our vlogs, which was the greatest show I've ever seen on a ship. That was amazing. So, good night, Griffin and Alyssa. If you guys are bailing out, safe travels. Those guys are getting ready to go to Alaska with the Klekowskis. Have fun in Alaska. Soon. So there you go. Have an amazing time. Stephanie Regina M said, I am Diamond on Royal. The only things I care about is priority boarding, check-in line, and the 2-hour nightly free cocktail. Who else in the priority boarding area does not bother me? So Stephanie, we didn't know. So when we were at the port, there was no priority separation area. When we came up, we went up the escalator, and it's a little bit of a new port setup there for Symphony of the Seas.
Oh.
But we said, okay, we have the key. Where do we go? And they're like, sit anywhere you want.
Well, I think she meant priority boarding by just being.
Yeah, but she said who else is in the priority boarding area does not bother me.
Oh.
So I'm thinking that she means as far as, is there a priority? So let me ask you this: on other royal ships or other ports, is there a separate priority boarding area and then a general boarding area for folks that didn't purchase a key or don't have that level of status yet on royal? So let me know that.
It might be set up a little different. I know with Carnival, depending on what port you're in, they do have everyone separated, but to how much you're separated, some of the terminals have faster to the fun kind of right next to everyone else, but just in a little separate area, but there's no wall or anything. Others have them kind of closed in a separate room, just like the Diamond and Platinum. It really just depends on the port. So.
There you go. Let's see. Going Places said there is a diamond bubble on RCL now that overwhelms some of the perks on board in our view. I don't know. I don't know if you mean like that they get something special or something of that nature. I'll tell you what, we're platinum on Carnival, and it's something that we enjoy, and there are a few perks. So I got to imagine that anyone who's earned some perks on another cruise line, it means a lot to them as well. Leanne and Nancy, outstanding job. I am seeing a lot of shenanigans there in the chat, and I just want to say thank you. You two are doing an amazing job controlling the trolls. There are usually a handful of trolls out there. They love to come in with their comments, and you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. You're making an amazing team for sure. Cindy Huber, no, I don't know if she gave away the question or not, or gave an answer out. There's some talk about it. I think she did about her favorite port. Wasn't that one of them? I can't remember.
That was not there was a question about favorite port, but it was not a question about my favorite port. So
yes.
I did not give that answer out.
The Sharon cam is louder than the other cam. I think it's because we might be closer to it, and Sharon she talks a little.
Well, and it's a different microphone. It's a whole separate microphone attached to that camera.
But it should pick up. If you watch any of our videos, you'll see when the two of us are right here. When Jamie talks, it's a lot like this, and you can really hear it well. When Sharon talks, she just talks like a sweet, lovely woman.
I feel like
not like a big ogre.
As loud as you, I feel like I have to yell.
You do have to yell. Teresa said, "Hi guys, we're going on the breeze in October. Happy to hear you like the ship." Teresa, we do. We love the ship. We've had a great experience there. We loved the cruise director, Mike Pack, who was on there our last time as well. But we've had great experience. Yeah, I know. But we loved it when he was on there, and
we like the size of that ship.
Experience.
It's a larger ship, but it has everything I guess that we like on it. It does have a water slide. It has a lot of the things that kids can do, like Matthew likes to do the ropes course and some of those things. It has
it's got all the bells and whistles that you want from a Carnival cruise ship.
3D kind of theater, 4D theater.
The IMAX deal?
No, not the IMAX, the other one.
3D theater.
4D. Anyways, but it has a lot of things for kids as well.
Yes.
Without feeling overly, same with that, between that and the Horizon felt really like sectioned off more. This is a little more open.
Yes. Thanks for the feedback. A lot of comments saying better sound and video tonight. Mike Eno said that as well, and I know Mike knows his way around a computer, so thank you very much. We appreciate that. Very cool. Let's see. Let's jump ahead a little bit. I want to try to catch up to some of the comments and make sure we're getting all of the questions in. Cindy Huber said, "Jamie, I think I'm older than you, 55 and holding." Well, Cindy, you do not look 55, girl. You keep on rocking it.
You don't.
And let's see. Good night from Norfolk, Virginia. Mike Miller, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We enjoyed having you. If you guys are new here, you're going to notice one thing. We're an hour into the show, and we're not slowing down. A lot of folks, and I bet one of the reasons really is because we're here towards the west. We're in Arizona, and we're on West Coast time.
Well, it's not as late for us.
Yeah, so a lot of folks get online, and they do their shows, a lot of great creators, and they're on for about an hour, and they try to cut it about an hour because we can all talk for days if we want to about cruising, and it's getting late for them. By the time they're done, it's already 10 o'clock at night, and they're getting ready for bed. For us, it's only 7 o'clock here. We're just getting started, and usually we hang out here and talk until we get to under 100 people. So if you're new to the channel, if you want to stop listening to us, you can either log out or just get get everyone else to leave, and then that's when we'll be quiet. But we usually go for hour and a half, maybe a little longer. We might have been a little longer last week if you were here. So just hang in there. And if it is getting a little late and you're on the East Coast, we appreciate you guys stopping in. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button on the way out the door, just so that we know you had a good time and that we can see you next time.
So Sheila said,
what day did you book on the teppanyaki?
As when we on our last cruise, what day did we book? I don't remember. It wasn't the first couple nights. It was
a port day, wasn't it?
It was about halfway through our cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an 8-day cruise, so it was either like a Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember. Although if you go back and watch our Horizon vlogs, you will figure it out.
Nice you were cross marketing tonight, babe. Great job. Are you gonna drink that thing or just wait for it to evaporate?
Yeah.
This one.
There was another question.
For dinner, do you prefer chops or the main dining hall? Mark, the main dining room had amazing food, and I will say the quality of the food was an improvement over what we've experienced at Carnival. Yeah. We've never gone, I mean, look at me, I've never gone hungry, but we've never gone hungry on a cruise. We've always had options and someplace to go, sometimes better than not.
Chops is hard to beat. I mean, it's like their steakhouse. It was amazing. So yeah, definitely.
Totally.
Chops was a notch above the main dining room.
That is correct. DJ Cruiser said if it's like an NCL restraint, they hold back a lot of reservations for the first day of the cruise. DJ Cruiser says that can happen as far as booking your reservations for the specialty restaurants. So just keep on trying, Bianca, if you haven't gotten it yet. Cindy Huber said, Sharon, you are glowing tonight.
Oh wow.
What about me? And maybe it's a new cam that we got. Outstanding, and thanks for the feedback, guys. I appreciate it. Mark Kane, chops for sure. That's what Cruise With Us said.
Yeah, chops was so good. Like I could eat there every night.
Oh yes.
It was good.
Oh, DJ Cruiser was trying to say if it was an NCL restaurant. That's what he was talking about. If you go back and watch the videos for the giveaway, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Oh, Leanne, thank you so much for the support. Aww. That's our girl, Leanne. Trying to see, you never said the car runs, LOL. Oh, about the Ford Ranger.
Oh.
Scott said, I have an April 2020 cruise on Panorama. When would you make a reservation for teppanyaki?
As soon as things open up. I know I've been looking, we're going to be on the Panorama in March. And I've been watching because the specialty dining has not opened up for booking yet. So it should open up, I'm trying to remember when ours is going to open up. I think it's the first part of January, so it's probably around February or so. It should open up for you to do your online check-in and also all of your book anything you want. So just keep checking after the first year, and it should open up and go ahead and book it. Even if you have to change it later, at least get something booked so that you don't miss out on getting it booked.
Liz Breen said, do you think Matthew will eventually not want to cruise with you anymore?
No. He's already told us that he plans to cruise with us forever. So we picture Matthew someday getting married and wanting to bring his wife along and his whole family along.
Yes, we believe that'll happen. So even, I'll tell you what, it's funny you say that, Liz. There was a comment, and the same person commented the same comment on 3 different of our videos that came out recently.
He loves to cruise.
But the kid said, I feel sorry for the child. Why don't you bring someone else along, one of his friends, so he can hang out with them? Indicate it must stink being with the parents. And I commented back and I said, he enjoys hanging out with us, but he does his own thing. When he's at home, he's kind of he's introverted. He keeps to himself and does his own thing, and he really enjoys what he does and is very active on the computer. But when he gets on the cruise ship, he turns into a social butterfly.
Yeah.
So if your kids are a little bit, inward at home, don't be afraid to take them out and give them the chance. And if they don't jump out of their shell the first time out, let them go out again and try it again. And once they click and they find out how easy it is to make friends and meet other kids.
And it's good when they're younger,
they'll have a good time.
Once they get to Matthew's age, sometimes it is harder because that is an awkward age for kids. But he's been used to this since he's been cruising since he's been really young.
Yeah.
So he's just used to it. He gets on the ship. He likes to go to the kids club. He makes friends. We do certain things with him during the day. He spends port days with us all day. And sometimes we do other things on the ship together. We're always together at dinner. He's always back before dinner to get ready. we have dinner together. Then he goes back to the kids clubs usually and hangs out with the kids at night. So we spend a lot of family time together, but he also has a lot of time where he has fun with other kids.
Well, that's why you see us a lot when it's just the two of us on the ship, and we do that on purpose. We want him to enjoy the cruise, and we trust him in making good decisions, and hopefully he continues to do that as he gets older.
We've always tried to teach him, the cruise ship etiquette, so to speak. So, and we did actually cruise last summer with a family, some of our friends that have a son Matthew's age, and so we did try that out one time, and they hung out some, but I think Matthew still wanted to hang out with the kids clubs a little more than his friend because his friend wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. He loves.
This happens, but let the kids get out there and enjoy themselves, and it'll be really beneficial for you.
And
Greg asks.
And he actually makes friends. He still contacts from our last 2 cruises, the Dream and the Horizon, and I think one from the Breeze before that. He's in contact with some of the kids he's met. They text back and forth, talk to each other. And so they kind of keep in contact. They'll ask each other when's their next cruise, I think hoping to maybe get on the same cruise ship again. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but, so he keeps in contact with some of them.
Yes.
We're thinking as he gets older, the contact will be, he'll be able to keep in better contact. There'll be more email and Facebook and things like that as he gets older.
And don't tell him I said this, but, he's 14. He's starting to notice the chicks. And so, I'll have his eye on that as well. Let's see. Scott S. said, I'm holding out for the 20K subscriber Jeep Gladiator. Scott S., you can hold out for that, but let me tell you something, dude.
We got something better for the 20K.
When we hit...
We have talked about that from the beginning of our channel.
I don't want to be overconfident. I want to be humble here. If a time comes where we can get to 20,000 subscribers, we will have a giveaway, and we have announced it numerous times. We will give away a cruise for 2. If we hit 20K subscribers. So I guess if you want to be in on that, tell your friends and family to get on board and subscribe as soon as they can. But that is something that we will be working on going forward.
Yes.
Timothy Walter said, have you ever thought of doing an Asian cruise?
We have one booked right now.
Yes. It's in the works, and it's a ways away, so we don't really talk much about it.
It's in 2021.
But there is something on the table.
And to be honest, we have it booked for January of 2021, and it's funny he says that, because just last week I received an email saying they changed one of the ports on that cruise. And so I'm almost thinking about changing the ship, and either the same month or a couple months later to go to the one port, because it changed one of the main ports in Japan that I really wanted to go to.
Yes.
So.
Let's see. Cassandra Gonzalez said you should do a semester at sea. It's great for when you retire. You can be a lifelong learner and travel the world on a cruise ship for up to 4 months. That sounds amazing, Cassandra. Raymond Lee said there are new cruisers booking on Royal to get to CocoCay. Royal is killing it with that CocoCay island. People are going there in droves. They are rerouting ships that are based. They had the ship that was based out of Southampton in England, and they have canceled basically those cruises, put another ship there, and sending that ship to carry more people to CocoCay. So they are rocking it. Baby Martin said, any GoPro restrictions on the slide? If you're talking about at CocoCay, no. I brought my GoPro both times. One time I had it on a handle, and one time I had it on a little head kind of strap deal, and there were no issues in CocoCay. On the ship, they are extremely strict. I saw them on the slides. People were taking necklaces off, the whole 9 yards. To my knowledge, and I'm sure people have snuck it on, but everything that I could tell you is that they don't want GoPros on the slides on the cruise ship. That was my experience. Mark Guzum is a new subscriber. Mark, what's going on? Allure of the Seas, you'll have a blast. It's just like it's an Oasis class ship, so you will love it. Let's see. Jim Clark said, never been on a cruise, and at my age probably never will, but love living through it with your blogs. Thanks a lot. Jim, I'll tell you what, man, it is not too late for you to get on a cruise. You can book a quick little cruise. If you have some mobility limitations, you will be one of tons of people who do. I'll tell you what, I think we find it more prevalent on Carnival. There are a lot of people that are using, and listen, there's people in wheelchairs, people using walkers for assistance and things like that. There are a lot of motorized scooters and things on the cruise ships. A bigger cruise ship will have more room and more capability to get around and doing that. Yeah. So even though you're older, go, man. Go, enjoy it, and have a good time.
Even if it's just a little 3-day, just check it out.
We've encountered multiple older folks that are just cruising solo. Maybe they've lost a loved one or a spouse, and they're just out there enjoying themselves, relaxing, and just having a good time later in life. So don't be afraid to do that. For sure.
Scott Weber is making me so jealous. His cruise countdown for Iceland is 41 days.
Unbelievable.
That is my top bucket list port to go to is Iceland.
All right, hey, we are getting a little bit behind. We're about 20 minutes behind in the chat right now. Maggie Wilson, glad to have you here. Thank you very much. I'm going to bounce up a little bit. I know there's been some fun. I can't wait to talk to the girls later and find out about all the hammering and the nailing that's going on in the chat. Raymond, you're right. Royal does take their drink package on their private destinations for no extra cost, so you can certainly take advantage of that. Let's see. I want to make sure I don't miss anything crucial. I know I will if I jump to the bottom of the chat. I'm going to go to the bottom and just back up a little bit. Yeah, hey, listen, guys. This person here, let's see. Oh, good. Okay, they're hidden from the channel. Cool. Yeah, if somebody's getting crazy multiple times, just get them out of here. Good job, Hammer and Nail. Outstanding. Way to go. Let's see.
Owen said his mom is handicapped, and he would like to know how easy will be for her. There are, like Jamie just kind of explained, I think, how there is a lot of people with mobility issues and wheelchairs.
They're out there making it happen, man.
So, yeah, she should be fine, you know. It might take a little bit longer to do a few things, but hey, you're on a cruise having fun.
Jeffrey said, why do you have to use one of the specialty restaurants on the first night if you buy the food package? Are you referring to that we went to Chops on the first day? Jeffrey, hit me with that question one more time. I just want to make sure I answer it right for you.
We didn't purchase a dining package. We had the key, which included embarkation day lunch at Chops.
Yes.
So that's why we went to Chops on embarkation day.
Yes. Let me back up a little bit. I don't want to miss anybody's questions. I'm going to back up to about 7:08 in the chat. Try to catch up a little bit here. Raphael said we should do a 24-hour stream. We will work on that.
Oh my God.
I heard last week was a record. It was 3 hours for us.
We'll have a New Year's Eve live stream party.
Explore Travel TV said I'm in LA, so the time is cool. Slumber Party said Diane Sanders. That's fantastic. What kind of advice can you give me going on my first cruise in 10 days? Patricia said, Patricia, one simple thing. Do your research. It's your first cruise, so you probably don't want to get off the ship and do excursions. You'll probably book your excursions through the ship, which is totally normal for your first time. After you've cruised a bunch of times, I think you'll go out and book excursions outside the cruise ship once you're comfortable. But do a lot of research. Get a game plan for the layout of the ship, and make sure that you read your whatever cruise line you're going on, your Carnival, the fun times, whether it's the Compass on Royal Caribbean or whatever,
the
paper copy
at night with things to do for the following day.
Yes.
Mark some things you want to make sure you do. You know, just make sure you get out there, try some new things, get off in each port, even if it's just to walk around the port. Just get off and check it out. Take a few pictures. Make some memories.
Cindy Huber, I will tell you, Cindy, great question. Whose escargot was the best? I'm gonna, as far as the escargot goes, I'm gonna lean towards Carnival, and the reason I say that was there was less stuff on top of it, and the escargot were a little more pronounced. On Royal, it was delicious as well, but there was lots of cheese and stuff in there. And I like the escargot. I mean, call me crazy, call me gross.
I don't eat the stuff.
Yes, my favorite thing to do is eat an escargot and immediately try to kiss Sharon. She loves when I do that. So I did enjoy Carnival's escargot a little bit better. That's just me. You may totally disagree and think I am crazy. Let's see. Power Strip, no sweat the small stuff on your vacation. You're right, Degenerate Cruisers. What's going on? Great to see you, Jason. Man, Degenerate Dojo was amazing on the cruises last night, dude. I just want to say that. Thyre Carver said, been loving your Symphony vlog. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. There's a few more days to go. We have our day in Nassau, which you may not see much of Nassau.
We stayed on the ship.
And, oh my God, you just gave away the big secret.
But we did a ship tour.
But that won't necessarily, that might be its own video, so we'll see.
We'll see.
And of course, we do have the last day was amazing. CocoCay, followed up by what I feel was my best experience ever, ever eating on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
In one of the specialty restaurants on Symphony of the Seas. That happened on our last night. It was it was amazing.
It was really good.
So
really good.
There you go. Raymond Leach, I don't know, man. We've been doing this for a while. We started by recording all of our cruises for us to watch later so that we could relive them as a family. And one time we posted a video on YouTube just for the heck of it, and all of a sudden it got views. And it was
that wasn't a vlog we made for
no.
channel.
It was just like a picture collage thing.
Yeah, our very, very first video was we took a cruise we went on with, it was one of our daughters, her family, and 2 granddaughters, and we did a picture collage. It was on the breeze, actually, and in 2014, I think. But we didn't make the video in 2014. We didn't make it until like 2016 or something. Anyways, and we posted it. It was just music with pictures, and it started getting views and things, and then we just, I don't know, we just ended up, thought it would be fun, something different, help people with information.
And then, you know, travel. Sharon started, she loved planning our travel, and she planned a lot of travel for friends and family that we cruise with at times. And then she just said, I really want to do this as a part-time job, and I really want to get into it and look at it as something that I can do on a regular basis. And she's gotten so heavy into it. And to be quite frank, she's had a lot of success and has a great experience doing it. Now she's really backing off her first job. You know how people say don't quit your day job? Well, she's in the process of quitting her day job so that she can dedicate more time to actually the travel end of the business, because she really enjoys it. And you know, we've gotten great feedback, and I don't know if anyone out there has used Sharon for her services, but I think she's gotten some pretty solid reviews, and people have enjoyed her, and she takes really good care of them. So,
so we just enjoy
it's all kind of just blossomed from there, man.
Travel, and since we've been cruising a lot, it kind of it's kind of, I guess, makes it kind of new and exciting for us, because we look for things, we try to look for some things that maybe we wouldn't normally look at anymore because we have cruised a lot, you know, and it brings us back to think like, oh, what do people want to know? All the things that we learned when we first cruised. So we try to think of all those things.
Degenerate Cruiser said his wife will appreciate his status. Oh, yes. When he's like, hey, let's go on a cruise, and she'll be like, yeah, I went on a cruise once. It sucked. There were lines everywhere. We had to wait 2 hours to get on the ship. We tried to go to guest services once, and it took 4 hours. And Matthew'd be like, don't worry about it. I got you covered.
I picture him meeting someone on a cruise one day. That's what I picture. Probably another person that cruises a lot.
Right.
Like
Raymond Lee said, our son will always cruise with us until I stop paying him at 21. Yeah, until you stop paying for it, and then he'll pay for his own, and then hopefully he can still go.
Yeah.
So
Our other daughter cruised with us quite a bit until she just finally got so busy that she just can't anymore. I think the last cruise she went on was our Alaska cruise, but our youngest daughter.
Andrew, bring that paperwork with you. Andrew said, I made reservations for Steakhouse and received email notification. Will the reservation show up on our documents, or do I need to bring the email?
No, and you don't technically need to bring the email, but I always say, if you have a paper copy or you have the email directly on your phone, bring one or the other.
Hi, Bernard.
We've had some issues. In fact, we ran into an issue we'll talk about later. Well, we could talk about tonight, of an instance that happened to us on this cruise, not on the cruise, but on our hotel reservation after the cruise. And if we didn't have our paper copy, we would have been...
we might not have a leg to stand on. You talking about the tag? What are you talking about?
Our hotel, okay. Yeah, so it's always good to have proof just in case.
Oh my God, yes, the hotel. Okay, I'm sorry, I totally forgot about that.
Okay, this is a good.
Hold on, make it quick though. We're about 10 minutes behind in the chat, so we gotta burn through it.
We haven't told anyone this yet. So when we got off the Symphony, we were driving down to Orlando. We got into a lot of rain. We were trying to get down there quick because we had a big meetup with other people down there at Disney Springs.
Yes, go watch that video, by the way. It's a lot of fun. We met a bunch of creators in Disney Springs. And please go on. I'm so sorry.
So we get down there, and as we're driving, we're like, oh, let's just go ahead and call on the way and check in. So when we get there, it'll kind of speed things up because we were running a little late, and we weren't going to have much time to get in, freshen up before we went over to Disney Springs. So I call them, and they're like, they couldn't find our reservation. So I was like, what? Because before we got on the Symphony, I actually verified the reservation and it was still there. And I had my paper copy, I printed it out, everything. And I had the email too. But anyways, so we went round and round on the phone, and so of course I need to talk to a manager. So what happened is whoever had called in, I guess before, at some point during the week, someone that called in and somehow in their computer system where the names roll up, our name, they couldn't remember who they talked to that was canceling their cruise, and our name, I guess starting with an A, maybe it was right under that. Anyway, somehow they canceled us by mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it turned out to our benefit. Luckily, they had one room left, and we ended up getting the room comped to us that night. And plus, I had booked the room on points. So they were saying, well, you have to call Hilton Honors and rebook it and all this stuff. And we're like,
boom,
we need to get to Disney Springs. So
ain't got no time for that.
Anyways, after going around and around with them, I got the room comped that night for us. They got it all straightened out for me. They called Hilton Honors and got it straightened out and got us our room for the rest of the time. So
now I will say this.
It all turned out okay, but if we hadn't had our paper copy, they could have just said, "Hey, I'm sorry, you don't have a reservation."
And I don't know, every once in a while if something goes our way when we didn't think it would in a situation like that, we kind of say, "Do you think somewhere they know, like, we might be vlogging, or we might share this information and there might be an audience that we can share our experiences with?"
They didn't know that at this time.
And I never know if they do or they don't. And we say that about whether we're, whatever, even on Symphony, something happened and they took good care of us.
Although
and even
after
on
they saw us with the camera later when we showed up, they were overly nice to us.
They really were friendly. So you never know if that's playing a part. We'd like to think it doesn't. They just take care of their guests regularly, but who knows? So if it's helping us out, then so be it. HP.
So lesson learned.
HP said,
always keep proof of the reservation.
Sharon's great at that. She always brings a paper copy. I know it's very senior citizen of us to do, and that's a good thing for you seniors. I'm not dogging you, but
we have it on our phone too.
It's just a good move.
We always keep it on our phone, but one thing I always say is every once in a while you could be on a place on the ship, or maybe in a place where, say, the Wi-Fi is not working that great, and then you're not able to pull something up on your phone, and then,
And then you're SOL.
We do pull stuff up on our phone, but we do always bring that paper copy as a backup.
HP, welcome. We appreciate it. Just HP said, I just found you guys. I was searching videos for Symphony going in December. Your family is awesome, so I subscribe. Thank you very much, HP. We appreciate that. Bianca will be on the group cruise in October. We're going to have a good old time, Bianca.
We are.
If you guys don't know and you're new to the channel, October 13th, we are having a group cruise where it's a Sharon at Sea group cruise. A lot of folks that follow us, a lot of our friends, a lot of folks that just want to cruise and have a blast with us and alongside of us are going to be involved. And if anyone's interested in that, you can contact Sharon at sharonatsea@gmail.com. Again, sharonatsea@gmail.com. That information is usually in the description of most videos,
and
so you can always contact her.
It's on the Carnival horizon. It is getting very close to selling out, so the rooms are limited.
Good night, Liz. If we miss you, I'm sorry, but glad to have you. Thank you so much.
Good night, Liz. And it's a 6-night going to the Western Caribbean, Grand Cayman, Cozumel, and Ocho Rios, Jamaica.
There you go. Captain Sable MDR said, can you explain your daily routine at sea, how you manage camera batteries, video storage, and favorite settings and frames per second?
There you go. That's a question for you.
Wow. Is there a Jamie cam?
There is, and I'm not even going to try to do that because
there's no Jamie cam.
No telling what I would.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie. Everything, I keep things very simple. There's a lot of people that have extremely, a lot more knowledge than I do with regards to camera. I mean, heck, look at Griff at Griff and Alyssa. The guy's a wealth of knowledge about cameras and using his camera and stuff like that. I try to just pay attention to the surrounding. I learned when the camera works better than other times. All my settings, if not every setting, is usually on auto. All the stuff you see in the videos is really with a kit lens. It's nothing fancy. Usually I'll bring other lenses and then we'll forget to or won't have time to switch them out. And I always swear I'm going to do this and this and this on a cruise, and I never really get around to it.
Yeah, I always have big plans.
Yes, but what I do is I make sure I have a way to charge multiple things at once. I do have multiple batteries. I'll bring a couple of memory cards. This time I had a couple of 128 gig memory cards that I could use. If there's something I want to work on right away, I'll throw it. I bring a laptop so I can put it on a laptop. Like when we did our live shows, I was able to do some thumbnails and load a couple things onto the live show, feed on YouTube. And if I want to create anything while we're traveling, I can do that on the laptop. Sometimes I'll throw it on the laptop and then throw it onto an external drive. I'll usually bring like a 1 terabyte external hard drive with us, just in case I start run out of room somehow, run out of space. I can store something there for safekeeping as well. And another thing to help me out a little bit, especially in Disney. We were in Dinzy. Were we in Dinzy? Because that's a town in Arkansas, Dinzy, Arkansas. Oh, at Disney I had an external power deal. It was one of those like $25-$30 I paid for something that'll like charge your phone 3 to 4 times over. Something that had a little juice to it. And literally in my backpack, I had camera batteries both on a charger plugged in with a USB in the back of the backpack, charging while I'm walking around the park and stuff like that, just to make sure I don't run out of battery, because the last thing you want to do is run out of space or run out of power, and everything else is just trying to get the right picture. Believe me, there's tons of stuff that just ends up on the floor that's just garbage video, where I have a most amazing shot of Sharon and it turns out there's light from a window behind her, so it just darkens. All you see is a silhouette of her and a beautiful shot of everything behind her. That stuff just happens and there's nothing you can do about it. So that's the deal.
Mike says, never too old. His in-laws are 83 and 86.
Yes.
Going cruising next summer. Right?
Frank is here.
That's
Frank
right.
Ogg, if I'm saying your name right. My first cruise will be 11/20 for my 60th birthday. That is awesome. Frank, the thing you're going to be pissed off about is that you didn't start doing it 35 years ago. You're going to have a blast. 7 days till they board the Sunrise for Jeffrey Pooler. That is fantastic.
Be nice.
There's a lot of trolls out there. Cynthia, you're right about that. Linda Lou, how you doing? Nice to see you. Ocean Travelers here. Looks like they were here. They gone. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We appreciate it. Always nice. I know I mentioned him a little bit, but Rob from Life with Favor, another vlogger. There's some actually 2 great vloggers, Para DJ and Life with Favor. They just got done cruising together on Alaskan Cruise. Oh, yeah. It's kind of neat to watch both of their things. You see Alaska through each of their eyes, and they did some things together, but you can see the different angle of it, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, we nice. Always love to support, and that's one thing we love about the cruising community is everyone is friendly, everyone supports one another. We're not here to say watch us and don't watch them. We want you to watch everybody. Yeah. I mean, hopefully us more, but people. We want you to watch everybody and have a good time doing it.
We love watching cruise videos.
Yes, GB Fat Cat. And that's the worst thing about being a creator, I guess, is we don't have enough time to watch other people's stuff that we would love to. GB Fat Cat said, one more try. Got 43 days to Alaska. Any tips for a short port stop in Victoria besides what's in your videos?
If you want to spend the money, you could go to Butcher Gardens, but you won't have much time there. And I think it's only open at night certain times of year, so you'd have to check on that. We really considered doing that, even though we were going to be there for a short time. I went there years and years ago, and it was amazing. And I really wanted to go back, but we were with a lot of people, and it just didn't work for us.
Yeah, not everybody wanted to do the same thing.
But you could go, there isn't a lot to do in a short time. Most people do just get off and walk around.
The area that we went to there. Look for excursion. I mean, so you're probably going later in the day if you were like us. If you're going in later in the day and it's just a couple hours, and they really kind of go there just to say we stopped in Canada.
Yeah, they just have to
it's another country to make a quick port stop. But maybe look into a ship excursion so you get off and get on quickly. It's funny, the people we were with, we bailed out a little bit early and got back to the ship, and a few other folks had gone out and had a drink somewhere, and they were walking back to the ship, and they were late. And one of our dear friends was on the ship with us, and she told us afterwards she was as frightened as she had ever been that they were going to be late and miss the ship. They kind of got a little lost as they were walking back. That gives you a lot of great info. We didn't do a lot there, but look into a ship excursion. That way you know you're on, you're off, you get back to the ship, you're guaranteed. There's no way you're not going to miss anything because it's a later stop. And that might be the best way to go out there.
That's one thing too. If we go to Alaska again, I want to try to find. There are a few itineraries that stay in Victoria longer, and it's a really nice place. So I wish it did stay there longer.
Eduardo Torres, what's going on, buddy? Glad to have you. Thanks for watching. We're going on the Carnival Dream Thursday. What's the earliest we can do check-in if we have faster to the fun? Thanks for what you do.
Get there by 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Get there by 10 o'clock.
And I say 9:30.
You probably won't get on board until about 11:15, probably 11:30 maybe. But it's always good to be there, get checked in, just sitting down there waiting.
You will you may go online and still have to sign up for a check-in slot, a time slot, and that slot could be 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, but you can ignore that. You're faster to the fun, you get priority boarding, you'll be the third group, possibly the fourth if there's a wedding party, to board, and so just get there early. The Carnival will have an area for anyone that's in faster to the fun to sit all together in one spot, and then they'll call like we mentioned earlier, they'll call the Diamond, they'll call the Platinum, they'll call the faster to the fun, and you'll get on in that order. So get there early and be ready to have fun and have a good time. And your room will be ready when you board. Here's a hot tip for you: when you get on the ship, all the doorways to the rooms will be closed, but there will be signs that say, sorry, the rooms aren't available till 1:30, but if you have VIP boarding, you have priority boarding, if you have faster to the fun or your Diamond or Platinum, your room is ready now. So you just open the door and you walk in and you go to your room. And once or twice our room was just about ready, I think. Somebody was just finishing up because we got on so early.
But you can go ahead and drop your stuff off in there.
Yeah, put your stuff in there and you're cool. How do we get a good table with a view at dinner? Get there early and ask and make friends with the maitre d'.
Yeah, we usually try to be really friendly with them, and like, being just really friendly and talkative with the staff can get you a lot.
So Jeffrey said, I heard if you purchase a specialty dining package, you have to use it on one of them on the nights of the first night of the cruise. Is that true? We didn't purchase the specialty dining, so I don't know if I have the knowledge. You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We didn't purchase that. That could possibly be true. Leanne, I don't know. Leanne may know. If you know Leanne, post the answer to that. She cruises on
Leanne Francisconi. She's a royal rock star. York Ragsdale has a question. He's actually got a beef. He's more got an escargot issue. He said, I have an escargot beef. It's available every night in the main dining room on Royal. Our only option for escargot on Carnival was in the steakhouse. Are you sure? I bet it was available one night in the dining room, and maybe that was the same night that you ate at the steakhouse.
No, well,
usually at least one time.
We've heard that certain ships don't have escargot on a regular basis.
There was a shortage, York.
When we were on the Horizon in January,
these things don't grow on cheese.
We had escargot. But then at the same time, people were saying that they didn't on the ships they were on. So I don't know if it's just certain ships have it, or what the deal is. But yeah, so maybe they are cutting back on some of the ships.
But we'll make a phone call before we get on that group cruise in 2020, the Sharon at Sea La Lido Loca group cruise, and we'll make something happen, buddy. Kelly Curie said, how'd you like Epcot? Former Disney cast member here. What is up, Kelly?
We loved it. It was probably our favorite out of the 3 Disney.
I don't think there's any problem about it.
Epcot.
Thank you, Alana and Raphael. You guys might be gone already, but we appreciate you watching. We're about 20 minutes behind now on the chat.
Yeah, Matthew loved Epcot.
We need to pick up the pace on these answers. I'll tell you what, that is for sure. Good job getting rid of that rascally person. That one person there, are they gone? Like just gone forever, or did you just hide them from the chat? I'm not sure. What?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. What do you mean sorry? You're hitting me on purpose because you don't want to mention this person that's bad. Sharon's like that. I like to try to handle the trolls and get them kicked out of here quickly. And every time I mention them, Sharon gets mad and she hits me under the table.
Well,
Truth be told.
I'm like, you just get rid of them.
We're married. You guys know.
You just get rid of them and you don't make a big deal. Just like little kids, you give them that attention and they want more. They like that. That's what they're there for.
You don't give them attention. You deal with them. You handle them properly the first time, and they know not to behave like that again.
Oh my God.
That's how you handle it. Deb, what's going on? Deb Crozier, glad to have you. DC810.
Hi, Deb.
Degenerate Cruiser said, they gone. Hashtag they gone. Good stuff. Going Places said they got the hammer. That is good. Cruise with us. Cindy just subbed to the channel. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Leanne said that I may have filled the swear jar up tonight.
Oh, wow.
Leanne, you're getting your money. Hey, you're getting a workout. We're so glad you joined the team. Nancy's glad right now. She needed a partner. Things can get a little bit crazy. So, you know, yes, those spammers will get there. Just, hey, somebody, if they keep on coming up, guys, just remove them, hide them from the channel, and they'll be gone. They'll never come back. I've always used my AAA, but may switch to Sharon next time. Mixed experience with the service. Okay, give her a try, crazy cat. And if she does you wrong, you can dump her. Mallory Mower said, how long would you say the wait would have been without the key to get on the ship?
I don't know
That's
that would
hard.
have been
That's
that
hard
long.
to say. It was a pretty organized setup, and it looked like they had things. The area we were all in, Sharon and I were talking, it couldn't have held more than 1,500 people, but I think they had some staggering times, and I don't know how many people were downstairs waiting to get to the upstairs area or what was going on. We got there early with the key, knowing we get on early, and we were probably in the first 20 people.
I waited probably over an hour at the most. I think it seemed like everyone, as they got there, they were getting on fairly quickly. I think it seemed to run really smooth.
Rita,
that's one thing I will say Royal it does very well at is their embarkation and even getting off the ship. You know, we didn't have that special VIP exit that they promised, or that we thought we were going to get.
Yeah.
They changed that, but we had no. You know, some people said, well, why didn't you do this or that? We didn't need to. I mean, we just pretty much walked off the ship and we were off in like maybe 10, 15 minutes, probably 15 minutes we were through customs. So, I mean, it really didn't matter.
Yes. I see a few people ahead saying something about the live. I'm still getting a full feed on my phone and all that kind of stuff, so I'm not sure what might have happened. It might just be a YouTube deal. My YouTube is coming in fine. And the chat seems to be good, so I think that we're still. I think we're still back. I think it might have just been a YouTube thing. Someone said I lost the stream on my TV, but it's still on the computer. My Mac is frozen, but the TV is fine. Yeah, that's a little weird. Chromecast went dark. Is something up? Mine stopped. Degenerate Cruisers too. I'm still frozen. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because I got my phone sitting right over here, and I'm kind of looking at it just to make sure everything's going smooth. So I think it's good. What I will do is I will. Oh, and now everyone said, okay, there we are. We're back again. And all right, well, guys, I'm sorry if the feed's a little whacked out. It could be a YouTube deal. YouTube has had a lot of issues in the last couple of days. Starting with the other day, our friends Dave and Brandy were rolling out their first big premiere video. And YouTube said, the premiere will start any moment now, and the dang thing never started. So it's been a little weird. So we'll keep talking. We'll keep answering questions. Clay Kowski said, Jamie said if they hit 20K, they're giving a cruise away. So therefore, I just want a cruise for 2. Yes, he's the winner. He wins most stuff if you don't know anything about John Clay Kowski. The guy's a madman. I can't wait to watch a Disney Springs vlog. I could stay at Disney Springs all day. That's what Southern Grand said. Southern Grand, I will tell you that we didn't spend a ton of time cruising around Disney Springs. We went there with a purpose to meet up with a lot of other creators. We spent almost the whole time at Splitsville and had a blast. You'll see a lot of that. And then we did make a run down to Ghirardelli's. Ghirardelli's? Am I saying that right? For a little ice cream treat. Let's see. I'm just going to put my down and make a home.
Hilton is overpriced enough.
Yes, Crazy Cat Travel's not a big fan. We've had pretty good experiences with some of those Hilton hotels. They're not too bad. So we've had
stay at Hilton. Most of the time, we still stay at the Hilton brand.
Yep. Let's see. The hammer is swinging tonight. The girls are working overtime. Thank you, ladies. Wow. We appreciate that. Let's see what else. Let me try to catch up, see if there's any other questions. I don't want to miss anything. The ship looked like a nice mall and hotel. Did it feel like a cruise? Eddie Moonshine said. Eddie, there was a lot of time that it didn't feel like we were on a cruise ship. The ship went very slow. I noticed at times that for the first day and a half or 2 days, you could see you could look at like signs to places. We never made it more than like 10 to 12 knots. So it was going pretty slow, probably because we weren't traveling far, just to the Bahamas. But we didn't feel like any movement the entire time, and it was tough to get a look at the ocean. The ship isn't really designed to see much ocean. unless you're all the way on the top deck. And on the top deck,
they have those little sides that you can go out and walk out on.
Well, a majority of the ship on deck 15 or 16 had full glass panel or maybe fiberglass panels up. So you really had to go to the forward or the aft to really be able to actually look over a clear railing and look down and see the water. So it was a little bit unique in that respect. It took a little getting used to.
One reason why we missed the ocean balcony so much is because other areas of the ship we just didn't have that ocean, feeling either. So,
yes.
But
Degenerate Cruise said your vlogs always say to print out everything. I bring a stack of everything with me. Good call. I got to assume that's Krista. Because Jason's usually worried about just where he's going to get a beer, and anything else is probably easy money for him. But Krista is probably the one that's planning that. So good job there, guys. Let's see. Great news! I just received the email for the teppanyaki that we finally got seats. Oh my God, I've been trying for 3 straight weeks. Oh, Bianca, wow. You just got it now during the live show. That is awesome. Sharon, did you call somebody? Did you call in a favor? Somebody you know? Outstanding. Glad to hear it. Outstanding. That's cool. Let's see. When my family of 13 went to Disney in November, we had a similar thing happen. I had my information and my money was credited back. It was a close call. Mm-hmm. Good job, Southern Grana. Good job paying attention. Yeah. Ruby Johnson said, after watching your vlog about keeping up with the paperwork, I made a file like you. Great idea. Thank you. Fantastic. Having a hard copy is smart because you never know when your phone's going to die or malfunction.
Right. We have a daughter, speaking of that, the one that has cruised with us the most, and she is the worst at that. She does everything with her phone. You know, she goes to the airport, scans her phone, she gets on. Everything is done with her phone. Yes. And it's what's weird because her phone, it's always about ready to die. You know, she's always one of those ones that just always needs to charge her phone. So it drives me crazy.
Cindy Huber said she's taking bets for the winner of the air hockey game against Lalito Loco, so book into that group now. I didn't know you had a bookie thing on the side, Cindy, but that's pretty cool. I like it. Sheila said, I'm going, Jamie, so get used to my name, Sheila. Sheila, I'm used to your name. As a matter of fact, I think our cabin's going to be pretty close as well. I got a question. Yeah. Can you guys hear the dogs barking?
They are pretty close.
Our dogs are going ape poop in the background. I don't know what's going on. That darn Boswell's outside barking up a storm.
Yeah, there's sometimes there'll be cats that get on the fence and they run out through the dog door. They could be asleep and hear them. I don't know how they hear them.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So.
It is crazy. I'm jumping ahead a little bit. I love that about you guys. The cruising community works as a team. It promotes everyone. Thanks, Leanne. Are you just saying that because you're our newest team member? I think you really mean it. That's what I love about the live streams. Everyone is friendly and funny. You are right about that, Crazy Cat. The cruising community is very supportive of each other. A lot of us interact and talk to each other, and we communicate. Even things like, I'll give you an example really quick. So yesterday was a really active day on YouTube for the cruising community, right? It's Father's Day, lots of stuff going on, and we wanted to do a premiere. But before we did the premiere, we really had to do some research to see who's going on live, who's already announced the premiere video, who's doing this, who's doing that, and you want to pay attention because whether it's someone we really talk to regularly and have a relationship with, or just someone we know of, we don't want to step on their feet or overlay a premiere or a live show or something on top of somebody else. So it's just a kind of a courtesy and respect that we show others, and they do that back and forth. So that's something that's really cool. And I think all the vloggers are on the same page with that. Hello, Wendy Belcher. Good to have you here. Good to have you. We're catching up a little bit here. We're only 14 minutes behind.
14 minutes. Oh, my God.
So anyway, so I don't know what happened there with the live. I'm getting to the comments about that where the live froze up or something weirded out. Again, it might have just been a YouTube thing for some folks in certain areas. Hopefully, we're back again. I can see them now. There you are. I'm up and down still. Strange YouTube stuff going on, said Nancy. Amy Rogers said the Ovation of the Seas has an Alaska itinerary that's in Victoria from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Oh, that sounds nice. You can really see the area.
That would be great. Yeah.
Last time I had a suite, so this time I have an inside cabin, but I don't really know if I have any perks. So I'm not really sure. Do you know who the travel person is for Sheila?
I do.
You do? You have a good authority? Sheila, contact your travel specialist. She'll tell you if you have any perks. Scott said, I've had escargot in the main dining room on the Magic. Oh, yes, for sure. Crazy Cat said, yes, the dining package does have one reserved for you on night 1, but you can change once on board. I bought it for 3 nights. So to answer the question from earlier, they do automatically reserve the dining area if you have a package on the first night. And that makes sense because a lot of people don't book the specialty restaurant. Carnival does the same thing. They give you a bottle of wine if you book the steakhouse on the first night, just to get people to go on night 1 and spread it out a little bit. So that makes sense they do that. Thanks for the great info,
and
Crazy
once
Cat.
again, that's why, when you get on, anytime, if you are unsure about anything, when you get on board, find a staff member and ask them, because, that's kind of how you find out things.
Mike said, Jamie, Don Terrace and Tony Guys cruise in the near future. I don't know. I don't, those guys are pretty calm and reserved. And I don't know if they would want my loud mouth there, Mike, just ruffling everything up and that kind of deal. They would be like, hey man, let's go back and discuss some vlogging strategy, and I'd be like, let's go to the bar. What are we doing here? It may not go together, but if they invite me, I am there, dude. I'm totally there. However, does Carnival Main Dining Room change the menu? Not often enough.
Yeah, not that often. Not that often.
Yes. And I guess we'll usually see 1 or 2 things that are new, and we'll notice them. So we do like seeing that. But there's a staple of standard stuff that you'll see on a pretty regular basis, and that just never changes. And in some cases it's good, in some cases it's not. Yeah. But it's not a regular deal.
Yeah, that's one thing that was kind of neat about Royal when we went on Symphony is we looked at the menu and it was like, oh, there's this tonight, that tonight. Whereas going on Carnival, we'll go glance them and, oh, it's day 2. Oh, this is going to be on the menu. It's almost like you have it memorized what's going to be. Oh, my favorite dessert's going to be this night, or so that was kind of nice. It was have a little more spontaneous a surprise, which we enjoyed that.
Let's see. It's 7:45. Yeah, even like less than 10 minutes ago, some folks are reporting the chat was freezing up. Again, my phone's still running good. My computer's still running good. I can see the live screen. I have it on a little window in here just to see what's up. So I think it's just a YouTube deal this time. Usually it's our fault. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to jinx it. Yeah. But we haven't had any freeze ups yet. I just jinxed it. Some of you guys who are here, there's 137 people left. Thank you so much. We're about to hit 2 hours. If you didn't see it yet, I just want to show you a new feature that we had going on earlier in the show. It's a little something special we put together, and I want to share it with you. It's just spending quality time with this person means the world to me, and I want you to be able to do that too. Let me introduce you guys to the Sharon cam.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Hi guys. Oh my goodness. So I hope we're not frozen still. Anyways, we appreciate all of you, and we want to thank all of you who are here tonight, and I can't believe that some of you are still here this long with us.
Yes.
So there you go. That's the Sharon cam.
What do you mean you can't? What do you mean you can't believe they're still here? You don't think that we're keeping their attention? I don't know if you guys saw the Cruisy back there. John and York, if you're still here, our Cruisy Award is right there. It will stay there forever, right next to our SAS metal piece that James Lemrick made for us, which is amazing too. And we have a couple other cool things up there that nice folks have given us. Little artwork from Tom Beetle Bailey. There is somewhere in there. We need to replace it better, but right here is one of my new favorite things. It's a koozie, and it's right here where everyone can see it, and it can do its job.
Do its job. I don't know.
Right up there. It's kind of behind Sharon's head. I'm sorry, guys. We might have to put it in a new place. We'll see what works there. So there you go. Southern Grant said, what cruise would you say would be a good first cruise? I want to do the Disney Dream. I don't know.
If you want to do the Disney Dream, do the Disney Dream.
That's a great point. Do what you want to do and try what you want to try, and go into it with an open mind.
And when you get on it, if you feel it was a little overwhelming, too big, or maybe not enough, then when you book your second cruise, adjust to a smaller or larger ship, and go from there. You'll find a lot of things you like on it. Maybe there'll be a couple things you don't. Go and try something new. And go from there.
Maggie Wilson said, is the Key program new? I've been on Royal a few times and never was told anything about it.
It came out at the end of last year. I think it was November when it started. It just started on a couple of ships, kind of as a trial, And then a little bit after the first of the year, it made its way to all the ships. So it is on all the ships now. So it's not, I guess, really advertised a lot, but if you go under your cruise planner, you'll see it offered. You should see it offered unless it's sold out. They only sell anywhere from 100 to 200 depending on the sailing, so it could possibly be sold out already. If you need to book it right when, like, your 90 days, or when you can start booking things online, you need to book it right away because it does sell out
and
fast.
Keep looking for it. And also, if you're doing Royal, make sure you check your cruise planner for discounts and price reductions. There will be a lot of them. We saved some money on some different things we did by paying attention. So good question, Maggie. Thank you so much. Captain's Table MDR, Sharon, do you have any feedback on customers that have been affected from the loss of Cuba as a port? And do you think Amber Cove might be the next one to be lost? First, Cuba. You got anybody that's booked on a Cuba cruise, or not really?
Actually, I didn't have anyone booked on a Cuba cruise. So, no. I do know people that it affected. You know, most of them are a little upset that they're not going to Cuba because they really, you know, a lot of them, it was their first time. They were really looking forward to it. But, you know, it's kind of one of those things that's out of our hands. You can't really do anything about it.
Well, it's like, hey, I'm going on a cruise to a lot of amazing destinations, and Cuba's one of them. And maybe some people want to go to Cuba specifically because they hadn't been there, and I get that. But, boy, you're still going to be on a cruise. You're still going to go to another great place. You're probably going to get some perks, some onboard credit from the ship, and that's not a bad deal. The fact that ships are taking care of people is amazing. That they would do that, so that's pretty cool.
And
so,
as far as Amber
awesome.
Cove, I don't know. I don't see that happening with Amber Cove.
Well, I think he's talking about in the Dominican. There's a lot of things going on right now.
Okay.
I think what you're talking about is the issues.
There's a couple different ports in the Dominican that, though, and if they decide not to go to any ports, I would say it would be more. Probably more issues with, like, La Romana than Amber Cove. Amber Cove is a port made there by Carnival Cruise Lines, and, you know, pretty much everything right there in the port is going to be safe. And
I think that I've done a little research on that stuff. I think what you're talking about, Captain Stable, and it looks like the issues were, I mean, listen, people are dying in the Dominican Republic, right? So we get that. That's horrible. Most of these situations, if not really all of them, are happening to people that are on land vacations. They're staying in resorts. They're in the same place and becoming easy targets as they can be seen on a regular basis. People can get to know them, what they do, what kind of money they're flashing, what they're involved in. And there's usually some behind-the-scenes stuff, too, that we don't really hear about. On a cruise, you're kind of off the ship, you're doing something, and you're back. And the one thing you have going for you is the people that are providing the services for these cruise ships. This is their livelihood, and they protect their own, and they keep the bad element away as much as possible. That's why, although you'll hear about issues with cruisers on rare occasions, but out of hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of people visiting destinations, you barely hear anything about it because these, you know, if something goes bad somewhere, I mean, look at like Mazatlan. They had some issues in the area by Mazatlan, and there was a warning, and the cruise ship stopped going, and it crushed the economy of that particular little area for a long time until they get the ships back.
On the cruise ships coming there for the economy.
For sure.
So.
Let's see, what else do we got? Amazing questions, guys. I really, really am enjoying it. Thank you so much for everything. We still got 130 people here, and we're at the 2-hour mark. We'll try to wrap this thing up here shortly. I don't want to miss anybody's particular question. Southern Granite said, I did a premiere vlog yesterday. It took a long time. See, there you go. YouTube's been acting up. Sometimes I can't tell if someone is leaving or saying goodnight to other people. That's what happens when there's a lot of people in here, Nancy.
Yeah.
You're not sure what's going on. Did you get your free chocolate at Ghirardelli's? I don't know. All I know is that I got ice cream. The place was packed. It was insane.
No, we didn't get free Ghirardelli's.
Charles Holland said, any suggestion for hotel with airport and port shuttle out of Port Canaveral? I have a suggestion, unless you want to say something first.
Well, Port Canaveral is a hard one because the thing is, the port is so far from the airport that there really aren't. I can't think of any hotels that offer a shuttle to the airport for no charge. I mean, a shuttle to the port. You can stay in a hotel by the airport and get a shuttle to the hotel, but you're still going to have to purchase I guess, pay for your transportation down to the port, or you can go down to the, just go right down to the port and stay close to the port. We always rent a car when we go there.
There you go.
That's the cheapest way to go.
We did a lot of research on that, Charles, and it's a 45-minute drive pretty much each way to and from Port Canaveral, to and from the airport. So we rented a car to get down there. We got to the airport, rent a car, drive down to the Cocoa Beach, right in that area there, right?
We actually stayed at
we stayed at
the port.
Yeah, but we stayed at a hotel down there, and there are numerous car rental places that are a mile, 2 miles tops away from the port, where I was able to literally drop off Sharon and whoever else we were with at the port, drive the rental car back, drop it off, within 10 minutes be back on a shuttle heading back to the port at no charge.
To the port.
And I literally dropped them off, and within 35 minutes, right? That's pretty accurate. 35 minutes, I was back at the port with them, and they just hung out and waited for me a little bit, and that was it.
Price-wise, I remember we've done that a few times, but I remember the one time it was really cheap. We paid, I think, about like $77 for renting a car for 2 nights, 2 days, and we had it down there, so we were able to sightsee and everything the one day. And it would have cost us over that just to, purchase transportation down to the port area from that airport area.
Amanda Graves said, my son's the same. Phone's always about to die. So irritating. Hello, Amanda.
Yeah.
Nancy said, the dogs are going nuts. Is it a full moon? Can you hear the dog? I don't know if you can hear.
Well, that might be old. They were barking.
Well, they were still barking. That way, dang Boswell gets out there and doesn't even see anything and just starts barking because he thinks it's a thing to do.
I think there's some neighborhood cats, and they know that they can.
They run around on the top of the fence at night, and the dogs see them and go ballistic.
Yeah, so it's like a game.
Hello, Sherry. Awesome Sunsets Travel. Glad to have you here. I heard that Royal Caribbean is high quality. Oh, that's what Southern Grana said. There's some good things about Royal. There's a little bit of an upscale vibe over at Carnival. I'm not going to lie about it, but, nothing that affected us.
Well, like I said, the two things we mentioned earlier tonight was the
Bye, Diane. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
And the food quality. Not just the quality of the food, but the way it was presented, the way it looked and everything. And so those two things right there, we'd say are the main things.
There you go. Klikowski said he doesn't have one bag packed for the Alaska cruise that's going on in like 2 days or something like that for him. Well, yeah, you probably don't, because your amazing, beautiful, lovely wife probably has all that stuff under, on lockdown for you and she. John, are the kids going on this too? I forgot if you said if Caitlin and Stella are going with you guys or not. I don't know. I think
that says one daughter's graduation cruise.
Oh, is it Caitlin's? Okay, that's cool. The stream's been fine for the last 5 minutes or so. Don't worry. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Again, I'm sitting there going, I have the best stream I've had in forever so far. And again, knock on wood, we haven't had OBS freeze, which always seems to happen. Maybe it's our new rig and our new setup, so we appreciate that. If you want to eat in the main dining room, we're on a casual night, but my husband's a bit picky, wants pizza. Is he allowed to bring it in with him so he can eat it? Yeah. Wendy, he could walk, just like you can walk in with your own glass of wine. You can walk in there with a plate of pizza. You could also sit down and see if they'll go get you some.
Yeah,
if you go to, if you go on Carnival for $5, you can order your pizza from anywhere on the ship, and they will bring you a pizza. So that's an option for you as well. So check that out too, Wendy. That might be something good to go.
Yeah, I don't know what cruise line that is, but I know on Carnival you can order it in the main dining room. It might not be on the menu, but they offer it to kids all the time. So you can order it. They'll go get it for you.
Ask. You might get the right time, the right place, and the right person to hook it up.
Get you anything.
Leanne said she usually packs 3 weeks ahead of time, then unpacks and then repacks again.
I've done that a few times. That's why I try not to pack too early anymore, because I start changing my mind. I would find that I would have things and I'd be like, well, maybe I need this instead, and I don't want to take that anymore, and then I would unpack and repack.
York packs the day before, he says, and I don't doubt that about him. He seems like the kind of like York is like 2 pairs of underwear, 2 pairs of socks, 1 pair of jeans, 3 t-shirts, and a ball cap. And I'm pretty sure he is set for a week of anything that comes his way. That's what I love about the dude. Let's see. Oh, Leanne said then her husband comes in, Brian, and he goes, okay, what do I need to bring? She's probably like, I got it down pat, don't even worry about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
I do the packing here too because I'm always afraid Jamie will forget something. He'll forget his clothes to wear to formal night or something on purpose probably. But so I always make sure
any good smart husband will be the first one to tell you that if you never want to pack again, forget something important. And it's just like doing the laundry, right? The first time you wash the darks with the lights, your wife will come in, scream at you, you're a dummy for doing it, and she will never let you near the laundry room again. And then you're like, okay, that's cool with me. Sorry, honey. Boom, plan successful. Let's see. Oh yeah, York does prefer to go by doodles. I'm glad everyone called him doodles. Thank you very much. I don't know where they got that from. James Lamerick is here. What's up, James? I was just talking about you and that cool little figure deal that piece of metal. I don't even know what to call that thing, dude. Is there a name for that? That creation you made out of metal for us, the Sharonatsea ship,
awesome.
Which is amazing.
Love it.
Eddie Moonshine loves the Sharon cam. It's funny, she is so shy, and you can tell. Dude, she is. I mean, I've had a few people comment on our videos, like, how about the loud, obnoxious guy shuts up for a minute and lets Sharon talk? And she's pretty content where she is as far as the percentage of talking. And well, I'm usually the camera dude, so that's what you get stuck with. I
talk when I have something to say, or there's a question, I'm talk, but you like to talk.
I like to talk. I ramble on pretty good, and believe me, if she needs to tell me something, she has no problem saying, hey, Jamie, I'm about you shut your trap for a minute. I'm about to tell you what's up.
Yeah.
And she will do that without batting an eye, that is for sure.
You know, the boss is always the quiet one.
Yes. Is that what it is? She carries, she's like Nancy. She's quiet and she carries a big hammer.
Yeah.
That is for sure. Looking lovely on the SAS cam. That's what Leanne said. They're both of our moderators think you look particularly lovely. Neither one of them said a damn thing about me the whole night. Jamie, you're looking particularly scrappy tonight.
That's because you need a haircut.
Can I tell you guys something? Listen, we're down to 126 people, right? This is the part of the chat that I like the most. There's a lot of great people that watched all night long, but you guys are here. You're the last of an elite group, okay? One thing I hate about vlogging and being on the cruise is, at home every morning I get up and I trim the goatee a little bit to get ready for work and I shave. Because when I don't shave, I look really, really ratty. And I'm watching the vlog, and I don't know if you notice this, but there's a couple of goatee hairs that grow about 14 times faster than the rest of them. So while everything else is growing out even, there's one like right here that's like, boom! It's just crazy wild out to the side. It's in weird places. And you got that camera right here, and you're holding on to it, and it's right in your face, and you don't know it until you get home a week later and watch the video. You're like, I looked horrible. I have weird hairs growing out of parts of my body I've never even noticed before. And it's horrendous, and I just feel bad for the people watching it.
My gosh.
And if it was Sharon and she had something like that happen, the video would be scrapped. It'd be on the cutting room floor. We will not show that. I don't care. We will sacrifice the channel. That will not go out on the vlogs. And if it's me, it's like, just put that out. Nobody cares what you look like. I'm like, what the Sharon? Good night, Pam from from NYC. Let's see. What else do we have going on here? Holy cow! How far behind? Oh, we're not too far behind. Oh, we're a little behind. Loving the Sharon cam. People are digging it. Monday Night Live is my happy place. Thank you, Janet. It's so nice. Let's see. What else do we have going on? Royals Cruise Planner prices change all the time. They will refund you if you find a lower price. Mm-hmm. You're right, but Leanne, what we did find is that they won't just give you the difference.
Oh yeah, she said they'll refund you.
They will? Well, they will but they will cancel and rebook. Mm-hmm. So here's the kicker.
Well, that's what she said.
If you kidding me right now? They will refund you.
Yeah.
But they will not just give you the difference and rebook it. You will have to wait for a refund and repurchase. So if you're someone who lives if you live a little tighter paycheck to paycheck or something, and you've spent a couple $100s on some family excursion or dining or something, and you see it at a discount, well, they will refund you, which may or may not come back to you immediately, and then you'll have to repurchase. So there's a time where you're kind of out the money times two, if that makes sense.
It's only a day or two, though.
I know, but it's still a pain in the butt, is it not? Is it not, people? Is it not? And that's not a royal thing. That's just a thing in general. I don't know how it works like that on other cruise lines too. That drives me crazy.
Yeah, but you can get the lesser price. That is one thing nice. They have a lot of deals on there.
Eric's leaving work. He says he's got an hour and 50-minute drive home, and then he'll log back on as soon as he gets home because he knows we'll still be on. York said Amber Cove is awesome. I was skeptical. Amber, yeah, it's a nice little port. It's got a great pool, and it's got a great party vibe there, or you just get out of the port and go have a good time. Yeah. We're going to Amber Cove on our next cruise. Not worried at all. Dave and Brandy, I wouldn't be either. I think it's totally cool. Make smart decisions. Pay attention to your surroundings. Be with someone who's reputable and has a good reputation. Yeah. Leanne said, I'm not looking forward to La Romana. I know the issues are land resorts, but I'm staying on the ship. I was going to do a day pass at a resort and not comfortable now. Maybe I hear you if a resort day pass was your thing. But, hey, listen, I don't know. I think I would still do it.
We did a day pass in La Romana when we were there, but that was a while ago.
There you go.
That was a couple years ago.
Slinky said, I watched a drug swap with a security guard in front of Diamonds International in Belize. Yeah, I mean, it happens all over the place. There's some different rules and some different cultures going on in other places, guys. Yeah. That's just how it works. You just gotta be on the ball and keep your head on a swivel. Yeah. Any suggestions on getting from Port Canaveral to Disney? Said Laisha L. Christian. I think that we forked out. We took an Uber or a taxi.
Oh,
back from the port to back to Orlando, or in this case, getting a Disney for Laisha L. Christian. Yeah. I think your best bet.
We took an Uber, I think, that time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did. Just fork out the money. It's going to cost you more, but I'd rather pay an extra $20 to $30 to travel than wait to get into a bus with 100 other people, stopping at 4 different places with my luggage getting thrown around. It's just what we prefer to do. I'd rather spend the money on the comfort and the speed and the convenience of getting from point A to point B on my own in a taxi with my family than having to share or just mess around and jerk around with that stuff. It's just how we are. We just think it's easier that way.
There's really not a good way, because you're probably not going to want to, unless you're going to be using a rental car at Disney for a few days after, then you might want to try to rent a car by the port and drive up. Otherwise, I would just say take a taxi or Uber.
Okay, Cassie said I was offered some drug called snowmobile in Nassau. I don't know if I was trying to think of something funny to say that. Like, he wasn't saying the drug was snowmobile, he was saying that snowmobile, man. Anyway, I'm sorry, that didn't go over well. I'm going to have to watch you guys next week from the sea. Have a great chat. We'll chat with you guys when I get back. Jeffrey, thank you, dude. Have a great time. Enjoy the heck out of your cruise.
Have a great
You will have a lot of fun. It is 8:15. Should we start wrapping this thing up?
I think so.
Let's see.
I think people are tired on the East Coast.
I don't know what Nancy started between James Lemrick and who else? And Janet Moyer, because she comes in as James sometimes as well when her phone dies. And she jumps on James's phone. So you guys, New York, Dave and Brandy. Try to stick to this. Maggie said, I try to stick to the ship excursions for safety issues and possibly being left behind if you do private excursions. Maggie, I'll tell you what, we stopped doing ship excursions for the most part many cruises ago and have never once even come close to being left behind.
Could it happen? It could. Doing your research and going with a reputable company.
And unless you do something crazy, way off the beaten path, then chances are they're going to be able to get another vehicle there if something goes wrong to get you back. So don't give up on the private excursions. They're cheaper, better experience, less people, more intimate, and you get to see and do much more. If you don't believe us, take a look at our Carnival Horizon St. Martin
We've ended up
Day,
with a few private
and it was
tours.
The most amazing tour with the excursion company that we had there.
Sometimes they don't have other people booking. You'll end up with a private tour, and also we book through places. Most of them will guarantee you get to the next port if you do miss the ship, so they will pay to get you to the next port.
John says that
although that's never even come close for us.
John says that all 4 of them are going. Yeah, listen, I'm sorry to jump back on that, but the last thing in the world that an excursion company, a reputable, regularly used excursion company in a port wants is for anyone to say that we use these guys and they did not get us back to the ship, or they did not get us to the port when they have a guarantee.
Look online ahead of time, contact them, speak with them over the phone, through emails, check out TripAdvisor for reviews. That's a place we always go to check out reviews. And yeah, don't book someone that where you get off the ship and some guy's just like, oh, here, $10, I'll take you wherever kind of thing. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about reputable companies we usually go with.
Yeah, Klaykowski said that he packs all his own stuff, which is probably why because he wears the same hat the entire cruise.
No, I think he brings.
No, I'm just kidding. He's got like 19 hats.
You can see on the wall. I saw one of his vlogs. He had a collection of hats.
Shawana's Creative Circle, what's going on? We'll see you later. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Trevor Glockler just got here. Well, dude, you can come in at 2 hours and 20 minutes in and know that we're still chatting. That's for sure. York Ragsdale, great tip. Buy the bartender a shot of whatever you're drinking, and if he doesn't drink it, then bail out of there. Excellent move. Excellent move. What else? I have grandpa hair. I have them too. That's what John B said. Yes, the hairs happen. Have you ever rented a tuxedo? Was the thing to do back in the 80s and 90s on Carnival. I haven't gone there, and I won't. I just don't know if it'll fit well, and I will be a hot mess.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Let's see. Jamie, hey, keep yapping, my friend. Angus the Badass, really enjoying your blog tonight. Thank you, Maggie. We appreciate that. All right, do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
James said, whoa, Sharon just got that look from Jamie. It happens.
Oh.
I get them in my eyebrows. That's what Johnny B said. Hashtag Team Jamie's hair.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag sprouting. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you can relate to my issues. Janet said, are you doing a meet and greet for the cruise in October 2019?
Not really a meet and greet per se. We have a hotel that a lot of the people are staying at the night before, and we'll be having a little hotel party there. And that's one reason we booked it at Embassy Suites, because they have the free cocktail
hour, y'all.
And so we can just have some fun with everyone pre-cruise.
Yes, and if you are, we're still doing, that's still a deal.
What's that?
The group cruise cocktail party.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so anyone who's on our group cruise with us.
That's on the cruise, though, Jamie.
That is on the cruise. Well, yeah, she's talking about meet and greet for the cruise. Everyone will be meeting and greeting at the. If you book the cruise through Sharon for the group cruise, you will have free access to the Sharonatsea cocktail party we're having. Open bar for an hour and a half.
It's an hour.
It's an hour? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I can put a lot of drinks back at no charge in an hour. So we'll be having an open bar cocktail party for an hour. After that, you can do whatever you want, but Sharon will be footing the bill for the first hour. So rock and roll with that, and that's definitely a group cruise you're going to want to sink your teeth into. The Uber is cheaper than all the other options for us, Port Canaveral to Orlando Airport. Thank you, Sherry. That's great feedback. Yeah. Crazy Cat said, I'm a solo traveler. I try to book stuff where I'm in a group. You might be more at risk at home when you're not paying attention. You're right about that.
Yeah, you have to pay attention and just kind of be aware of your surroundings anywhere you go.
Nancy's making fun of me because my drug joke flopped. So what can I do? All right, we're getting down to let's jump right to the end of the chat and see what the final things are.
Hats.
What's that?
Oh my gosh.
19 hats. Yep,
Oh
I think he did have 19 hats.
Oh wow. Do you bring a suitcase just for your hats?
He does. Some women bring a suitcase for their shoes. John Fikowski brings ones for his hats.
Oh my gosh.
Scott Weber said on his upcoming cruise he's using excursion. He's booking excursions through a third-party booking using Shipmate app. So let us know how that works. That'd be cool to hear. You were saying something. I'm sorry. What?
Oh, the hats. That reminded me of that time when we had two of our daughters cruise when they were teenagers with us. I think Matthew might have been a baby or something. And they literally each had their own large suitcase for their clothes, and they had a huge suitcase. And it was later, you went to pick it up, and you're like, what is in this? And it was just full of shoes. I mean, they must have took
ridiculous
25, 30 pairs of shoes, these two girls. I don't know. I don't even think they wore them, but yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's girls.
Teenage
stuff.
Girls.
Michael Traeger, we would go to Dominican Republic, and we would just be safe and smart. Most of the things happening there that we were just, you might have heard us talk about it anyway, but is all of it is land-based vacations. I think you're much more of a target when you're there, and you never know what else. You know, you hear the story about someone found dead or something happened, but you don't know what led up to that. what interactions they had with the right and wrong people, what they were all about on their end, you know, so you don't get the whole scoop.
You always stay in a group. You don't just don't take off alone somewhere.
Andrew Unboxed says he's going on the Carnival Imagination July 4th. That'll be fantastic.
Nice.
You'll have a blast. All right, Sharon, let's wrap this up. Yes, Sharon is a travel agent, Scott Weber. So if you need to book travel, you can contact her. Let's see. What do we want to announce?
Let's see. We have going on. So
what's going on in Sharonatsea? Let's wrap this thing up.
So today's Monday.
Big Gene struggles.
Wednesday will be our next vlog coming out at our Nassau Day. Then Friday, CocoCay, and over the weekend we're going to finish it up with I don't know, whatever else we have, debarkation and
then we get into Disney vlogs, and that's a whole new deal for us.
We're going to try to start those and get some of those out before we leave on our cruise the following Friday.
Let me ask you guys real quick, 110 people here. Do you want to see Disney vlogs that we make? We know you're digging the cruise vlogs, and that's our specialty. Do you want to see the Disney stuff too? Are you into that? Will at least you 109 people that are here right now watch those? So we know we'll get at least 109 views. So let us know that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then we have and then we have our video, our likes and dislikes on the Symphony. That'll be coming out.
Yeah, we're not done with Symphony this
early
by a
next
long
week.
shot.
We have a couple other Symphony things. Matthew will be filming his pizza review this weekend, so that'll be out next week. So we have a lot of things coming out later this week, and next week a lot coming out. And then we'll be cruising for the weekend on the Inspiration out of California, so we'll have some vlogs from that when we come back. It's, it'll be kind of weird going from the Symphony, the largest ship at sea, to the Inspiration, probably one of the smallest ships at sea, so that'll be interesting.
Yes.
But we are taking 2 of our granddaughters and my mother with us, and so it's a kind of a long family weekend. We're gonna have some fun.
Yes, what was that I just did? I don't even know what I just did there. A few people are like yes. If people said no, I'll pass on the Disney. I've seen a million of them. Yeah, we hear you. So we'll give you a cruiser's perspective. We'll give you our perspective on Disney. What ship is a group cruise? Aaron Stremp, what's up? The Carnival Horizon, Carnival's newest ship. That's something that's pretty neat, and that's another video thing we're talking about doing. We've been lucky enough to go on Symphony of the Seas, which is Royal Caribbean's newest, biggest, bestest ship. And a couple months ago, we were on Carnival Horizon, Carnival's newest, biggest, bestest ship.
We have,
and we can really do a great
we're going to be going on the Panorama, which will be Carnival's newest, biggest ship.
Yes.
And in January, we'll be on the Norwegian Encore, which will be Norwegian's brand new ship. So we're hoping to do a lot of new ship comparisons coming up in the next few months.
There you go. Look who just decided to stop by. La Lido Loca.
Oh, hi.
Tony thinks he can just come waltzing in here 2 hours and 20 minutes into the show like nothing happened. Sit down, put his feet up, and pretend he thinks he's going to beat me at air hockey.
I hope Jenny's feeling better.
Oh, yeah. Jenny, sweet thing. Are you out there, Jenny? Because we'd love to say hi to you. Do you know that for every time I have a standard thing for any premiere that we ever do, whenever we put a premiere video out, I always have a special seat right up front in the front row for Jenny with a perfect view of everything. And there is usually in the back corner, I reserve just a small little spot for Tony, usually just along the back wall where he can stand and hang out and do his thing. So there you go. All right, guys, let's see. We're out of here. Keep watching the vlogs, and thank you so much. Make sure you go take advantage of the 10 to 12K giveaway that we're running. Answer the questions. Get in there to win a nice little Amazon prize and some cool Sharonatsea swag. Make sure you hop on the Facebook group, Sharonatsea Cruise Crew. Check us out there. Hang out, make some friends. Talk to Leanne. Talk to Nurse Nancy. Talk to all the other folks out there. And if you haven't watched it yet, go over to the Claykowski's channel and take a look at the Cruisy Awards. A lot of great creators took a minute to make a little video, do acceptance speeches for awards. We were lucky enough to win. La Lido Loca won. They're out there. Nurse Nancy won. Other people in the chat probably won. Yeah. And it was a lot of fun, and they put a lot of work. A very enjoyable video those guys put together. So it was tremendous. Thank you so much for that. What else do we have going on? If you're interested in contacting Sharon, sharonatsea@gmail.com is going to be the way to do it.
And a
if
giveaway.
You have questions about cruising. Yes.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, there is another email for that contest, the giveaway contest, besides my regular email. So for that contest, use that email that is in that description.
Thank you, Scott. He could go another hour. So one more time, I know just before we leave, you guys want one more shot at the... Oh, Tony, if you haven't seen this, I'd like to show... This is a special greeting for Tony and for Jenny. Goodness. It's the new thing we just started tonight. It's the Sharon cam.
Hey, guys. Next week it'll be the Jamie cam, I think. I'll turn the tables around. So, how's that?
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that, Sharon.
Okay.
Nobody wants that. So there you go. That was the Sharon cam. I hope you enjoyed it. And we appreciate the Cruisies and everybody out there. What?
I think you still have it on under the chat.
What's that? Oh, I do still have it on.
Sorry about that. Oops. Hey, I'm learning. All right, anyway, so let's get out of here. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. 2.5 hours without batting an eye. It feels like 25 minutes. It was a double whammy. You guys have a great week. We love you. Thanks for the support.
Snack next week.
We will bring a snack. When do we all have dinner together? Maybe I'll bring some dinner here. We'll just eat together and hang out.
I have the perfect snack next week.
Okay, cool. All right, you guys have a good time. Thank you so much for the support. We love you. And until next time, everybody, happy cruising. Happy cruising. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Peace out.
See you next week.
Boy, Sharon, that was amazing. I just love the people that are online with us, don't you?
I sure do.
It is one of the most rewarding experiences I can do all week long. I could sit here for 5 or 6 hours, and oh my God, I don't think I turned off the microphone. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit. I hope I didn't say anything bad.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.